All right, we are live on audio. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to get started here in just a couple of minutes. Manda, hello. Good to see you. Hey, Robert, good evening to you as well, my friend. Miss Swiss, hello.
That's me.
Why?
Just so you know, John.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, why?
Hello.
Not sign up, login. There we go.
Good evening, everyone.
Could you keep it down, Becca?
No,
Becca, you're wonderful.
I know. Recognize.
Recognize. Look at that cute little beanie on that cute little head.
Oh my goodness, Hub, is it
Look
cold
at
there or
him. That's
something?
so adorable. This one pinch his little cheeks.
I came from somewhere cold, Orlando, and now I just have this hat.
How cold is it in Orlando?
Like 70.
Yeah, the highs are like 72,
Okay.
but for Florida, it's pretty chilly.
We're currently at -10. Our high today was -2. Our low is -17.
Ouch.
I went to a place that they had like all these ice sculptures of the Grinch and stuff like that, and I experienced like 9 degrees, and I was like, "Wow, that's cold." So,
We're gonna be getting on a plane tonight and spending all next week in like 65-degree weather. It's gonna be glorious.
Oh, that sounds great for like a day.
Yeah, not Christmas. You don't want to be in 65-degree weather at this time of year.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm sorry, I forgot where you live. Yes, you do.
We can go outside without snow pants and a parka and
Yeah,
what is it
Dang.
called? A
when
beanie?
you live in the north, I suppose it's different. Here we are collectively praying for some Christmas snow here on Thursday. It's in the forecast. Maybe we'll get. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen where you're at, Josh.
Shut up, John. I can hope.
You can
Bro,
hope.
me too. Dog.
I was talking to someone today who lives in Minnesota but moved here from California as well, and we were talking about how once kids are out of school and everything, Tennessee sounds real nice.
Yeah,
Still
absolutely.
get snow there. It's nice and brisk, but you don't get the negatives.
No, that's kind of, I've had this talk with many people. I moved out here from California, I guess it's been 13, 14 years ago now. And people ask me if I miss the weather, and I say absolutely not. I get tired of 65 to 75 all year long as sort of your median temperature. You don't get the turning of the leaves. You don't get it. I mean, unless you're up in the mountains, you can get snow, obviously, in Tahoe and places like that. But not in LA where I lived or Silicon Valley. Here in Tennessee, you get a nice warm summer. It's humid, but not like Florida or Alabama or Louisiana humid. You get a true spring. You get a true fall with the turning of leaves. You get a chilly winter, but typically you're not going to get anywhere close to zeros, although we're going to have a really cold Friday. It's going to get single digits here, which is really unusual for us. And you might get snow a couple of times a year, which is perfect. Give me 2-3 inches, let my kids have a snow day and play. That's good for me. Where you guys live, no thank you.
I think we're at like 2 feet right now, out and about. It comes up to about my knee. So
Good grief. All right, well, let's go ahead and switch live where you can not only be heard, but also your beautiful faces can be seen.
I'm a midget.
All right,
like-
and welcome to Blue Box Greyhawk Awakening, episode 100. Big night for us here. We're so excited to have folks already joining us. Thank you for all of you early birds already in the chat. And as we get started, just a couple of notes I want to make concerning players. We have some players that are in 2 feet of snow, and we appreciate them making sure they can be on tonight. We have another player who rushed in, checked in a rental car, has been traveling, skid in under the door, and still looks amazing as she does. Hob, thank you so much. And then we have another player here that has no life at all, and he still shows up. And we're just grateful that he's able to somehow pull his ego together enough to join us. No, I'm teasing. Our great friend Josh.
Look, I got a boat.
Whoa, look at that.
I've got a boat.
That's cool. Yeah, well, no, I won't go there. So then there is, we noticed that we're missing someone tonight, and I'll mention this again later once we have more folks on. We are missing, not just missing in sort of physically, but deeply missing Vivi tonight. You know Vivi misses for nothing. She is a trooper. She's a superhero. She'll be here even if she has worked incredible hours and is going to work a full night shift, and she just basically injects caffeine into her veins. She did message me earlier today. She has been extremely in a lot of pain with a migraine. She's been laying down in the dark all day long. She's trying to get some rest. She's hoping she's going to be able to make it into work tonight. So just please keep Vivi in your thoughts. She very much regrets not being here, but she's given us some instructions on the playing of her character, which tonight will be played by Josh. And we're going to look forward to see how that unfolds. And just a couple of notes. We're going to do what happened last time. And Josh, this is going to fall to you again.
No, I don't have the notes.
That's all right. That's all right. Just do your you know what? You're fired, Josh. Rory, just give it your best, just as much as you can remember. But I do want to talk to Hob for a moment because Hob was not able to. Hello, good to see you, Keith. Good to see you, Joffrey, Pat. Hey, there you go, Chris. Good to see you in as well. Chris, I got to get out your giveaway. Tracy, Josh, all you guys in the chat I missed earlier. Old school, yes, it is many, 100 episodes. You're talking 350 hours of gaming probably in Greyhawk Awakening, but that doesn't count all the prep. And we probably easily have 1,000 hours of prep time and whatnot into this campaign over the last couple of years, and I do not take it lightly what the players put in. Hob, you were out last week. Of course, you know what happened the week before. We ended the week previous with the party having used the white stone that they received at the end of the encounter with Drax the Animus, and the Fiend Sage is summonable through that, a visage of him, an illusion. This has been done a couple of times now by the party. It happened again. The Fiend Sage actually summoned himself in an image through the stone, and once again re-emphasized his instruction that the artifact, when found, the bone of this child, why that's an artifact is odd enough, but when that bone is found, it is not to be given to Drax the Invulnerable. It is to be given to the Fiend Sage, and the party has repeatedly questioned why. And of course, it was at the end of that session, the why was answered. Oops, hang on here, sorry. Wrong place for that to be. Just put my files all over your faces. The Fiend Sage showed a vision of Drax the Invulnerable in a very, very strange, sort of submissive, obsequious posture as he bowed in his own palace to this ebony, 9-foot-tall, demonic-looking creature with a crown of horns upon its head and a twisted blade at its hip. And that was where we ended 2 sessions ago. When we resumed last week, Hob, while you were out, Rowan was described as being completely out of her mind, almost catatonic, very similar to what happened after she had slain the innocent tavern girl. But at this time, she was simply repeating over and over, "It's him. It's him. Oh my God, it's him. Oh my God, it's him, over and over and over, all night long. She didn't sleep. The party tried to question her. Rizia said, who's him? Was it Drax? Was it the other? What does that mean? She was unresponsive. Even as the party then gets later, as Anaho is going to explain to us what happened last time, Rowan remained unresponsive the entire time, has said no words other than, it's him, oh my God, it's him. The only other thing that they observed was occasionally her trembling hand would rest atop her stomach. There was nothing else that happened from Rowan during last week's session. All right, Anaho, tell us what happened last time.
What happened last time? Just make sure I'm starting in the right spot, John. We left the last chance post last time, right?
Correct. Yeah. So you began still inside, still the letter was opened up that was found on Anaho. That was all last time.
Yep. So yeah, there was a letter that was found by, I believe, Rasmus, that was to, we also threw out to all y'all to translate out of Elvish. And I don't know if it ever fully got translated, but I did see a lot of it.
Yeah, Bruingal. I gave it to Bruingal. Chris Koff. He got it. It was. I think within a couple of letters.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it was very close to perfect.
So there was that. That letter was found. Just a note that Anaho had scribbled as he was going over to the bathhouse to learn a bit more about Palors. So that was that note prior to that was found. After gathering themselves the next morning, Rowan, as John said, kind of mumbling throughout the night. Everyone left the last chance post, and Val decided to, you know what? Why not? Because Val seems to do it at all the inopportune times. So he decides to steal some, not just something, but actual pouches off these two guards. Anaho did assist, maybe not in the best way, by catching their attention with coins as Val stole their coin purses. And the rest of the group kept going. The Val very successfully stole these pouches as Anaho realized, crap, they're going to put this coin where? And so he turned tail and threw the coins back at them as they all headed away from Last Chance, which was probably their last chance for safety, as well as we were warned going this direction to this place has a lot of bad juju ahead of us. Also, last time, I think this was before we left the post, Rizia found out a ton about her axe, Halcyon. Rasmus did identify it, as well as Halcyon told Rizia about him being a mage prior, as well as he had two siblings, and all three of them were turned or put in their consciousness, put into these weapons. And we were warned specifically also about
their names were Halcyon, Blythe, and Winnow. And he described Blythe, his brother, as the largest and most gregarious, somewhat affable, but quick to temper in the face of injustice. Mm-hmm. And then he described Winnow as always changeable, one whose moods would swing violently. And he indicated that each of these flaws in their character were somehow augmented in the process of being transferred into the weapons. Halcyon's normal sort of absent-minded professor attitude became something with actual gaps and holes in his memory, where he struggles to concentrate and recall at times. Blythe, who typically was only angered by injustice, now would have fits of sometimes uncontrollable rage coming from nowhere, although still essentially a good aligned weapon in the same way that Halcyon is. But he described his sister Winnow, her changeable nature became something more fractured, and described her as something as a very deadly and frightening foe to behold.
Yes. And then, so we found that out, which is all actually really helpful, good information, because we were warned that Winnow may be ahead of us, to watch out for her. And then we continued into the nasty snow and went forward on this ironically very, very cloudy winter day. As we approached further, or as we went further, there was like three figures in front of us, which soon identified themselves, calling out to Anaho as they were drow seeking after him due to his kind of beacon signal to them as he permanently reverted or converted away from Loth and the drow. So we were confronted by, I believe initially 4 drow, entered into combat with them. As Rizius laid one out, a Drider also joined the battle, as well as the wizard himself took some gnarly hits on us. So tough.
Yeah, cast a
position
very
we're in.
strange spell that you had never encountered before. It was highly damaging, very potent. But Rizia and Rasmus did make quick work of the first drow. Rizia in particular with some deadly blows. Then in the course of combat, the Drider sprang straight toward Anaho, and the wizard stepped through a OOC dimension door and appeared right in front of Anaho as well. They have repeatedly indicated to the party, the wizard has, that the entire party can be spared if they will simply surrender Anaho, who is their quarry, or they will just slaughter all of you to get to him. That is the way that they have kind of put it to this point. Anything else, Rory, we should mention?
I believe, if I remember right, we went through all the turns except we left off on Anaho.
I think that is correct. Okay, so we're going to go around and do character introductions. I want to remind our audience tonight, if you weren't on earlier, we're missing Vivi. Rizia, Vivi is her player, and Vivi is not feeling well. She has a really bad migraine that she's been suffering with all day. She's laying down right now and just trying to get herself together to be able to go to work tonight. As you know, she works every other Tuesday, a late night graveyard shift. And so please keep Vivi in your thoughts. She was really, really sad that she couldn't be here. She has given us instructions on her player, which will be played by Josh tonight, including some situational possibilities I apprised her of based on communication I had with one or two of the players during the week. So as Josh is playing Rizia tonight, particularly in the early points, depending on what happens, he will be doing so under Vivi's directions. All right. With that said, let's go around and do player introductions. Let's start off tonight with you, Valfino.
Hi, I'm Becca. I play Valfino, who is a 25-year-old half-elf. He is overprotective of his friends, sentimental, and kind of brutish. He is a sucker for a good face and some good assets, and gets distracted easily by either one of those. And that's Val in a quick sec.
Very nice. And Jeff has said that Josh is just going to sell Anaho to the Drow for 3 melons, maybe 4 with some haggling as he plays Rizia. That would not be a bad way to go. Let's go to you, Rowan.
Hello. Hey guys, it's Hub, and I play Rowan. She's a level 3 fighter, level 2 barbarian. And she has the biggest crush on Rasmus. Just kidding. No, she doesn't. But we are learning she does have a lot of issues. Lycanthropy, throwing swords instead of stabbing. And missing it with the only chick in this party every time she speaks. So, other than that, a lot of W's for Rowan.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Rasmus.
Oh gosh. Hi, I'm Josh. I'm going to be playing Rasmus. He's a 7th level Inquisitor of the Sin Eater or Blessed Rest domain. He's sitting on the edge of death's door, and we'll see what this session does for him. Here's to hoping he can be useful.
Very nice. All right,
And Rizzi is a half-orc.
Anaho.
Yeah, Anaho is a 2'11" halfling of the Slayer type, level 7, and has gone through quite a bit over the last 50-ish sessions, from traveling, hunting down a particular drow, which he has now walked away from, thus being now hunted by the drow. Encountered some letters, learned a lot from Rizia over the last few 20-ish plus 30 days or so since the beginning of the campaign, and revealed his slavery, that he was a slave, and is now encountered face to face with the thing that enslaved him.
Very nice. All right, and with that, we're going to go ahead and begin. I will make one last announcement, which is, of course, that we are giving away tonight a Greyhawk 1983 glossography box set. It is a complete set. It has all the books, all the Darlene maps, even has some of the other little inserts inside of it. It is not in perfect condition. You can see just a little bit of wear on the corner of one corner of the box. But it is as close to perfect as you're going to get with a 40-year-old piece. Absolutely complete. We're going to give that away tonight, and maybe a little bit more depending on how the night goes. So as you're joining us, this is, again, Greyhawk Awakening Session 100. Hard to believe. We're in Book 2. There will be at least 3 books, and we will be making a return to Book 1, which is currently in an interlude state once we get into January. And by the way, Hob and Becca, you guys need to make those characters for me.
I know.
Because
I already have mine.
Okay, good, because we can't.
I know what you're playing.
So many ideas. I've already
not.
messaged you about
A
some.
sexy.
All right, Mad Chatters, thank you all. We're going to go ahead and get started. We do have carryover from last time. So, Valfino, you have 4 of the +1s. Rizia has 8. Rasmus and Anaho both have 1. Rowan has 2. And the DM has 9, which
Josh,
I'm
you're
very
right. I
pleased
should
with.
play as him next game. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Should.
all right. And with that, let's jump straight into it. Here we go. Episode 100 of
Oh my
Greyhawk Awakening.
Ah.
The flurry of snow all around you, the snarl of the drow, the strange click-clack that the drider makes as it approaches. We have the party here on this side, Rowan drooling on herself beneath the trees, uttering nothing but mumbling. Then we have Valfino here, face to face with the drider, bearing down upon him. Here we have the fighter drow, which actually his base is incorrect. I've coded these bases, so it should be a little bit easier for the audience and the players to see. So you have the darker bases for the enemies, the lighter colored base ring for the party. So the drow here facing Anahu, who is cowering underneath the tree. Bits of snow fall down off the branches. Here we have the mage, who has stepped through the dimension door and is issuing commands. Back on the other side of the battlefield, we have the felled drow, his blood soaking into the snow. We have Rizia and Rasmus charging forward. And now we're going to go to Anaho, who is the last movement to be made for this round. Anaho, the mage looks at you. Surrender yourself. Havling, you know your judgment has come. Will you take these others with you?
In a frantic look, I see Val with this huge drider looming over him. Rizia just ran, and the wizard disappeared and is in front of me. Rasmus still a good distance away. My bow about to notch a second arrow. I look, hearing the wizard. Do I recognize any of these drow? Or any of them by chance? I think it was Mara.
You don't. None of these are of House Miserim. You don't know if they're mercenary or what the nature of them are. You don't recognize their house sigils, nor do you recognize any of them.
Okay. So with frustration, I loosen the string, and I just let the arrow fall as it lands in the snow, tipped down. And I hold my bow out to the side, my other hand up, and I just yell, "Stop!"
Is that to everybody or just?
I yell it out to everyone. I'm looking at this wizard. I yell it loud as I can to everyone.
All goes quiet, save the wind.
Look at him.
Everyone is still. The drider holding his scimitar toward Valfino, blood dripping from venom. Venom dripping from fangs. The wizard, his hands held out, crackling energy arcing across the fingers. So we'll call this sort of the interlude of combat. So this is free action for speech, but any other actions then will trigger another initiative.
Can I just say, for the sake of Rowan getting out of this weird state, that no was kind of something that snapped her into more of a conscious state? Beautiful.
Shockingly coincidental with your appearance on stream. Yes, you like suddenly the combat, the sounds of battle, the blood splattering, the chill, none of that. But something about this shout from Anaho, it carries a sense of portent that somehow pierces the pain in your mind, and your eyes kind of flutter awake to consciousness.
You know, she kind of takes everything in, and looks over at Anaho. Very easily assessing this situation, and puts a hand on her sword, her eyes still kind of glazed over from this almost like entranced-like state that she'd been in for hours a day. And it's not that she says anything, but her lip trembles as she goes to speak, but she can't muster up any words. But she stands there like almost like she's taken a knee, but at any moment she would go and charge forward with her sword in hand.
All right. Let's go to Rasmus and Rizia. You're charging Rizia's legs, pounding through the snow with power. She starts to arc ahead of you as she hears this cry from Anaho. So we'll start with Rizia.
So what I would assume is that Rizia would have been arcing more towards the wizard, and once the stop happens, kind of towards the end of that snow mound.
Okay.
She would kind of slow to there and pull down the great axe, still in two hands, almost in the down to her lower right half, almost in an upward like samurai slash.
Okay.
But instead she just kind of keeps it low and is now watching the situation as she still slowly will try and close the distance behind the wizard.
Okay, so when you say behind, here, let me give you an arc to look at here. So is she? Yeah. So she's kind of walking slowly. Is she walking toward him, or is she kind of doing a kind of a walk behind the flank area here?
Walk behind the flank.
Okay.
In hopes to try and get to some form of blind spot.
Okay, so we'll have her slowly walk that way. What's Rasmus doing?
Rasmus, hearing this stop, seeing the spear like a millimeter from Val's face, it looks like, will kind of be running, and he will slow. And you said any action would cause if you're gonna make even what anything like that, we would go to initiative. This is only for Trucker.
Yeah.
Then he will begin to close up behind the Drider, not close enough that the Drider is like, oh, we're going to combat again and get aggressive, but just close enough to make eyes with Val, and so Val can see the sheen of the blue blade that he lent him.
Okay.
His shield up and blade down, ready for any moment, but eyes looking past the Drider on the right side to Anaho, if he can see Anaho.
All right.
And he just kind of shakes his head, even with the blood trickling from his nose, from his mouth. He just shakes his head.
All right.
In the armor that Anaho helped him buy.
That's right. Valfino.
John. So, can you help remind me? My last move was taking my axe and bringing it forward. Did I make contact with this rider?
Did you make contact with him in what sense?
Like, I remember my last turn, I had taken the axe out and was attempting
to... you missed with both of your attacks, as I recall. So no, you have not hit him yet.
Could we say that he hit?
So in this moment, Val is nose to nose with the Drider. He hears a Naho call a ceasefire, right? A stop.
Right.
He's thankful, but he's also not wanting to give up on his friend.
Okay. So he says nothing, though.
He says nothing. He does nothing. He just kind of stands there. He's panting. he can't see a Naho because it looks like a Naho's behind him.
Correct.
So he only hears him.
All right.
And he's standing there panting nose to nose with this Drider, ready to die for a Naho in this moment.
Anaho, the mage, looks at you. Leave your weapons. Step forward. We will be away from here in moments. You see the drow standing in front of you. He has both of his blades out. He's watching you warily, and the mage just beckons you over.
With my hand still out, one on the bow, one empty, I'll very gingerly reach down, just with my fingertips. No problem, Master Drow. And I'll give a slight nod. So you know that I intend no harm, please. And I'll look over to the Drow staring right at me, the one with the blades. I'll reach down with 2 fingers, grabbing my dagger and dropping it so it lands by my feet. And I'll do that subsequently with the different items that are on me, on my waist. Anything that opposes immediate threat, like a blade.
Right. Okay.
Not like my sling staff, or just those blades that I have on me. The quiver bolts and the quiver arrows, I'll reach and unfasten and drop them so they land by my feet. And while I'm slowly removing these items very slowly and very ineffectively, right, with like 2 fingers, not a whole hand. Master Drow, if I may, what house do you come from? And as I speak to the wizard.
I don't answer to you, slave. You know you stand accused of the worst betrayal. You were offered succor. You were given a place and a home. You are trained in arts well beyond your kinning. And you have betrayed your house. I will answer no questions, and I will brook no more delays. Step forward, or your comrades die.
About half of them gone. Very well. Understood, Master. And I drop the bow, and I start to take. I mean, he's short, anyways, and it's windy, so I'm loud with all of my utterances. But the snow is high up on me as well.
Right.
And so I'll drop the bow, and I'll slowly start to make very like. Not cowarding as in like scared, but cowarding like you are something mighty and wonderful, right? Like cowarding in this
subservience.
Yep, subservience. As I walk towards the mage, I'll start to utter very loudly again. With the wind and the sound of the snow. You are right, Master Drow. It is not my place to ask questions. For in my darkness, and this whole time, as I'm saying this, I'm starting to think about my experience at the bathhouse, the pendant that's on my chest, the burning of the sun, the warmth that I felt in the window. Yes, Master Drow. But of course, because in my darkness, you still found me and guided me. Even in the extent of your mighty power, and you sought after me. But of course, you are right. After me, and you put me on the right path. I deserve this. I now see your might and power, and am willing to devote my mind and my body and my soul, remembering the warmth of that sun. My soul for all eternity. I give you myself as a living sacrifice. Thinking about Paylor constantly as I'm saying this, but uttering these things almost as if I'm praising him. To use as you see fit. To burn away, and then I'll get real loud. To burn away all evil in our presence for all eternity. Paylor, radiate through me with your blazing sun. Remove all evil from our presence here today. Use me as you see fit, and I'll throw up both hands and just stare at the sky.
Okay, so
Interesting.
before I respond, I want to say thank you to Troll Lord Games, our good friends Chuck and Steven for the raid. All of those that just joined us, we're just getting started a few minutes ago. This is a continuation of a combat. If you are new to Blue Box, thank you for joining us today, but the party is on their way to a place they've been seeking now for many, many months. And Anaho has converted to the faith of Pelor, calling down his former drow slave masters to attack the party. And tonight is Greyhawk Awakening Session 100, so we're giving away this guy tonight, the Glossography box set. We will be doing drawings throughout the session tonight. So we already have, I believe, 3 names that are in the drawing because they were done during previous streams, and we're going to do 3 more tonight. So I'm going to put in the chat the keyword for tonight's giveaway, and this will be for our grand prize, and we'll do one of these drawings in a little bit. That way we encourage people all throughout the night. You don't have to wait till the end. Now, you do need to be present to win at the end, but it won't be just people that pop in at the end. It'll be people that were here earlier. We'll have a better chance to be in the giveaway tonight, or to win the giveaway, rather. And it is the keyword is drawing. Yes, very funny. 1983. So exclamation point 1983. That gets you in our giveaway tonight when we do our drawings here in a moment. And that will be for this box set, complete box set of Greyhawk, World of Greyhawk. It's got both books, all the Darlene maps, inserts, complete, very good quality box set giveaway for tonight. We may do some other stuff as well. And since we have the TLG raid, I'm going to do a TLG giveaway tonight as well. Later tonight, I'll do one of our modules from our friends at Troll Lord Games. All right. As this happens, Anaho's talking. As he's been talking, the wizard still has a spell that he has prepared. So he's going to have if we go to initiative, he's going to have a quick cast on this. And then the rest of the party, you are now positioned behind the drow, or the Drider rather, Rasmus. And then Rowan, you have stood to your feet, collected your wits. And as you say these words, Anaho, you see the drow's eyes, the mage's eyes go wide. Spittle froths at his mouth. You foolish knave! Not only will they die, they will suffer! We go to initiative.
I think Rory, you got to take that. You started the initiative again.
Yeah, man, do something good.
Come on.
Hit him in the knee.
Yeah. Pee on his grave.
He might
be
freeze
good.
if I do that.
That'd
Chew off
be
his
good.
kneecaps.
Oh no, what if it freezes halfway?
Okay. Here's
All right. So we're.
Okay.
Thank you so much, thank you for the sub there, Chuck. All right. Yes, this is my 100th episode of Greyhawk Awakening. Hard to believe. Oh my gosh, the DM has a 3 on the die.
Wow.
You have a 5. All right.
5.
You have initiative.
Nice.
Anaho, we're going to start with you.
Of course.
Finally.
As you call out to Pelor, you utter these words. You ask for his burning light. And in fact, you do see a shaft of light. And in fact, I don't know if it's going to show because there's so much light here, so we'll do it in blue. You see a shaft of, actually, is there yellow? Maybe there is. Let me see if I have yellow light here. Red, white. I don't think the white's going to, oh, we do. Oh, that looks glorious. You see a shaft of white light come down, and as it does, you feel a sense of rapture. You feel a communion. It is so overwhelming.
Ooh.
You drop to the ground in the snow.
Oh, mother trucker.
And now we're going to go to you, Valfino.
Oh, no, you have to stop.
You are face to face with a Drider.
God was
So-
like,
Can you give me a close-up of exactly what Val's seeing of this Strider?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you see here venomous fangs.
Sexy.
You see a huge scythe scimitar-looking spear pointed directly at your face.
Glaive.
Spiked feet. Whoa, a $100 gift code tonight for Troll Lord to sell. Oh my goodness. Chuck, thank you so much. All right. So on top of this box set glossography, which is easily a good $250 on eBay if you get one of this quality, we also have a $100 gift card, a promo card from Trollord Games, which, by the way, if you haven't already checked out their, I believe their giveaways are still good through Christmas on their site. I'm going to show those. I have the websites up. TLG coming through in a big way. Thank you so much, Chuck and Steven. It's going to be a fantastic night tonight. So stay with us. We'll do some of this during the stream as well. All right, so yes, it is. All right, go ahead.
Val being the risky guy he is, does that have a stinger on him by any chance?
No.
No? Okay. So Val being the risky guy he is going to be
Risque.
real fast. He's going to try and grab this spear
Okay.
in front of him and pull. But instead of trying to take it, he's going to pull out and try and slip underneath this strider.
All right, so let's think about this. So you've got a blade there that's a good 3 to 4 feet long. So you're not going to be able to reach your arms across and grab the haft. Are you going to grab the blade?
No,
Okay.
I didn't think it was 3 to 4 feet long.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, I mean, just look, this is pretty much to scale here, what you're seeing. I mean, the whole thing is a good 10, 12 feet long. Let's just check here. Let's make sure we're accurate. So here, let's go.
Let's get a full to scale accuracy.
Make sure the
I am right. 3.8. I'm right on it. Man, I'm good with this. 3.8 feet.
Wow, it's almost like you've played this before.
But that, I mean,
that idea.
no, I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to scrap your idea. I just want you to know, like, if you do this, you're basically impaling yourself.
Well,
Do
okay,
it.
so this is how I...
Liam style.
If we can role play this a little bit.
Okay.
How I was envisioning it was Val would take a step, not go directly into it, kind of reach to the side and pull, like not towards him, but to the side. As
Okay.
he was diving underneath this.
Okay, so are you saying then that you would like to maybe make an attempt to step to the side, bat it away? Something like that? I mean, you just tell me what you want to do. I'm just describing to you the reality. You tell me what you want to do. I will accept role play. I will also accept the
Val's
consequences.
probably gonna die here, and I understand that.
Wait, I think, are you trying to say you're like grabbing onto it and with that momentum like slipping through and like causing it to kind of fall forward?
Yes, like-
is that okay? Exactly.
Yes,
that?
he's trying to misdirect
Okay.
the
It's like
spear,
Taekwondo.
whatever this is,
Jiu-jitsu.
and with
Yeah.
that misdirection,
Shut
he's
up,
trying
same
to
thing.
slip underneath.
Jiu-jitsu.
Okay, all right. So you're going to provoke an attack of opportunity with that no matter what. But
Yeah.
let's go ahead and see what you're going to do
Can
here
I
with
use my,
Worth the
my
risk.
4+1s?
Yeah, we're going to make an acrobatic attempt here. And this is going to be a very... Look, if this were easily done, it would be done all the time, right? Trying to dive beneath your foe is a challenge extraordinary. So this is going to have a high DC. You can add your +4. So, Valfino, you juke right. As he comes to swing, you try to dive under. You're going Rasmus style on the not Yetis, but fortunately there are no spheres of humiliation dangling beneath this drider. So go ahead and make your acrobatics check.
Val, you just got another +1.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Oh, use
Thanks,
it.
Brungal.
Oh,
Use
thank
it.
you. Okay.
Use it all.
So we're gonna use that. So for every +1, that's a +1 to my.
That's right.
Okay. So
So roll your d20, add your acrobatics, add +4.
all right. So I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
My acrobatics is a +9, and then +5.
Okay. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to resolve the attack of opportunity the creature is making. I'm going to roll all my dice on screen tonight for the combat.
Nat 20.
I
Don't
think
forget your
just
+1s, John.
that way it just. So I think for this one, I've got 9 +1s. The Drider is not viewing Valfino as much of a threat. I don't think that's necessary. So we're just going to roll it. Thank you very much, Tracy Renreb. That's another +1 for each PC. And on the die, remind me of your armor class.
9?
What's that? No, it's got to be no.
Probably not.
No, it's
very
9.
high.
That's 9.
And wait, I might have missed. I probably did. What's your armor class?
13
Oh
normal.
gosh.
Yeah. Okay, actually, so he missed. Thunk, the spear. He's surprised by the juke that you make, and you do, in fact, manage to slide underneath the drow. Now, that's your full round action, so you have nothing more that you can do, but you have slid underneath the drider. All right, now let's go to you,
Smack him on the
Rasmus.
spider belly. Just go.
Okay. So I had Rizia's stats up.
Thank you for the hype train.
I literally have like 3 or 4 different plans, and that didn't help me. I was really hoping Val was going to do something else. How hurt is this Dridey boy looking?
Not at all. I mean, barely at all.
Okay. Yeah, I've got to be selfish and use a cure moderate wounds on myself. So that's going to be my action of doing that, and then closing the distance behind the Drider.
So you heal yourself. Go ahead and tell me the healing amount.
Rolling these new.
Oh my goodness, Tracy! Robert, thank you guys.
Tracy, you're incredible. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. That's going to be a 3.
Yes, I'll turn it down. Thanks, Pat.
And a cock. And a cock. Gosh dang, I'm just going to roll there. 4. 3 and a 4, so 7 plus whatever the plus number is for my level.
Okay. All right, add that to your healing. And you are now standing right behind the Drider. Now let's go to you, Rowan.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
As he's closing that distance, he would like to look at Rowan. And it's the same exact look he gave her in the tavern.
Why?
And he just says, "This time, I can do it." As he then closes the distance with the Drider. And that's his turn. Just wanted to say that.
Okay. All right, let's go to Rizia.
What?
Rowan is just like, who?
Crap. Okay. Rizia, gotta jump back over there. I need to remember to add that HP, but I'll do it in a second. Rizia will close the distance behind that spellcaster.
Okay, yeah, that's easily done for her. That's only 10 feet, so she gets an attack.
Swing the crap out of this mother trucker.
All right, roll to hit.
Down like a tree.
How many +1s does she have?
So what is she? Current count, she has 8.
Thighs.
I'm going to use 5 of those for an advantage on this first strike.
No wizard needs thighs like that. What are those for?
That is going to be...
What is their subclass?
All right, roll to hit.
that is going to be the first one to hit with the advantage of the 5. So I'm using 5 from Rizia's Manda. That first one's going to be a lot, like 30, I think, or 29.
29 points of damage?
No, 29 to hit.
Oh, 29 to hit. That hits.
So the first attack hits, rolling damage from that, D12 plus that. Low roll, but that's going to be 22 points of damage on the first one.
All right. Give me the second.
And then second to hit, no additives, is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Organic.
That also hits.
Okay.
Roll damage on that one.
That is going to be more than last time. Gosh, math, 25 damage. On
25. All right. As Rizia's axe, Halcyon, as it slams into the creature, Rizia, you hear once again the sound of the voice of Halcyon singing. And this old man seems to be coming alive inside the blade. I am the blade of steel heart of gold. I fell evil and bring justice untold. But as it slams into the drow, bits of stone appear where it strikes, and rubble crumbles away. Both times, you see what looked like pure skin becomes like stone where the blade strikes, and pebbles crumble away to the ground. The drow looks unharmed. Now,
tool.
Now we go to you, Rowan.
Rowan is it's almost like an instant wave of fear with that look. That look doesn't. Nothing good comes from that look that Rasmus gives her. But as everything happens so fast, she sees Rizia take these swings. It almost kind of like she knew that they were fighting, but now like it's a fight. There's clashing, and it kind of like puts her in almost just into that predatory like state. It's almost instant. She's overcome with it almost like immediately. There is no. I don't even think there would be a sense of being able to make a choice, especially after being in that trance that she had been in for so long. There's so many different things going on in her head that it's just a trigger, and she's just.
All right, and so you are attempting to make the lycanthropic change?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and roll d20, please. You have, remember now, you have the ability to control the change that you did not have before, but that is a separate thing from the ability to, and actually, hold on, let me see if I can get
Here
this
we
right.
go.
To control it.
Yeah.
Come on.
All I gotta say is if you come for Val again, I don't know if we can be friends.
Listen,
Don't worry,
I'm not
Rasmus got
once
this.
doing it on purpose.
Rasmus got this. This time he does.
So what was your roll?
17.
A 17 on the die.
That's
All
a
right.
roll.
No, it's plus.
You feel,
High roll.
you feel the change coming. I would like you to role play it for me.
Oh god, okay. As she kind of like this fear washes over her, and she's almost telling herself like no, and it's all happening so fast in her mind. She tells herself no, but there's something in her, that same feeling that she had felt when Anaho said no. There was a voice in the back of her head that was almost over that, speaking those same words that Anaho had said. So when she didn't hear Anaho say no, she heard this other man, and in her head once again she hears this man, and he says, "Fight for me." And she almost submissively just allows this beast to just consume her.
As
Oliver.
she does, in the flash of an eye, her clothes rip away once more. The hair sprouts. Long claws come from her hands. Muscles bulge beneath skin. Fangs, elongated snout. And she turns toward the heavens and lets out a howl. Let me hear it, Hob.
Listen, I can't do it today.
As she lets it out toward the sky.
What are you guys doing? Gosh. Oh yeah, they have a puppy. That makes sense.
So I have to like reiterate something, right?
Mm-hmm.
This whole change, her eye, everything has been fixated on Rasmus, so she hasn't strayed her eyes away from anybody or
Mhm.
anything. So I need to make
Right
sure
here.
that that's.
Right
So
here.
she's gonna attack anyone. It's
It'll
gonna be
be
Rasmus.
this bad boy. I'm fine with that.
We
Let me die by your hand.
When will you learn?
we will see in a moment. I'll make that roll shortly. You don't know what's happening yet. You've just made the change. All right. So Anaho,
I've got this.
you, my friend, are surrounded by bliss. You see holy light all around you, and danger seems a distant thing. You see the sun blazing above you. You see just writ across your mind those same words, let the sun arise, let the darkness flee. And you see a gentle hand reaching out. And then there's a vision that comes before your eyes. In the sun, there stand two figures. One, roughly in the shape of a man, but rough-hewn, oddly misshapen in some places, of dark, like almost like a blackened wax. And as he stands there in the sun begins to melt, and the heat brings you pain. And then you see standing next to it a figure that looks like a mist, almost a strange white mist that feels warmed by the sun and brings pleasure. And in a moment, you know that you are facing a choice, not just a choice between light and darkness, but a choice between a suffering that will come. If you accept the choice that you're making, you will suffer loss, not just loss of things that you would prefer to lose, but deeper loss. You must make a choice, what you would gain and what you would lose. Nothing, even that which is holy, comes without a price. We'll come back to you in a moment. All right, now it is their attack.
And they decide a path of pacifism.
The mage, he recognizes the immediate threat of Rizia, who has just hammered him twice. He turns toward her, and electricity arcs out of his hands. I need you to make a reflex save. This was quickened and meta-magicked. He had ample time to do this. You're going to have a DC on this of 22 reflex.
If Rizia dies while I'm playing her, that's not cool.
That's when Vivi flies to California and then Josh dies.
Okay. That...
Rizia, be careful! Halcyon.
What's my first one?
I think he's casting a spell at you! Halcyon offers this helpful observation.
That's a 21.
Oh my gosh, missed by one! Oh, that is most unfortunate. As the electricity crackles out from his hands, my one anachronism. Think of the Emperor in Star Wars. Her whole body lights up with electricity, and again, this heavily metamagic influenced. Rizia takes 46 points of damage.
Does that have it all? Do you know? Is that how barbarians work in this game?
And smoke rises from her. Any melons have been fried. She is sans melon now at this point. As she takes this massive electrical damage, and now we're going to go to the Drider. The Drider is going to stab straight down, so it's basically any crits. If it does crit, I mean, it only sees this much of Valfino. This is all it can hit, so it's going to be kind of chest to head as it stabs down twice. It's trying to back up, but I'm going to assume Valfino is kind of shimming along with it as it does so. All right, blow one. D20.
Get blown, Val.
Here we go. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use one of my bonuses here. So I'm going to add +3 to this, Manda, because this drow does not like Valfino being beneath him. If you haven't yet, type !1983 in the chat. We will do another name drawing in just a few moments here. We'll do it before we go to break. And that is a hit. All right, we're going to roll for the second attack now.
That drow does not like being atop at all.
No, he does not like being mounted.
I don't like the responsibility.
And yours a 13. That's also a hit. So it.
I'm a pillow princess.
Okay, there she goes. All right, Valfino, you take 12 points of damage from the first. You take 9. I rolled really poorly. You are so lucky. Those are terrible rolls. You take 9 points of damage from the second. So you take a total of 21. It stabs. You're kind of squirming around, catches you in one shoulder, slices through a trap. Your blood steaming in the snow. Now we go to this guy. He sees Anaho. He runs forward and picks up Anaho. As he grabs him, his hands burn with the light of Pelor that surrounds Naho. Ah! He steps back. That costs him a round. He does take minimal damage from this. So while Anaho is incapacitated, he is not able to be physically touched, at least, by these drow. And his hands burn with the light of Pelor. He utters a curse in the dark tongue. And now we go to initiative.
Come on, Rory. Come on, Rory. Come on, Rory. Come on, Rory. Rory. Hey, Hob, do you remember to...
the DM has a 2 on the die. No. Don't roll. Don't roll. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 1. Give me a 1.
Yeah.
I got me a 6.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered what I rolled.
Yes.
Okay.
Add the necklace.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
Dice.
Okay. All right. So let's start now with Rowan Wolf. Rowan, after just wandering in a trance for days, and now suddenly you go from human lucidity to the hyper awareness of your lupine form. Your ears, your sense of smell, your eyes so acute. You sense every twitching hair on the Drider's carapace. You smell the blood in the snow. You also smell warm human flesh. Would you like to add any bonuses to this roll that I'm making? You don't get to see the roll.
Sir, I would like to put all 4 of them.
Okay, you're going to use 4 on it, all right?
Yeah.
This is the secret roll.
Consider me broke.
Don't.
Oh, my goodness.
You have to do that.
Be very glad you used those 4. For a moment, that there's a comfort in Rasmus' scent. It calls to you. But somewhere in the recesses of your mind, there is still a tendril of your will which is able to pierce the ravenous hunger of this form, and you lunge at the Drider. Roll to hit.
Okay.
Also, Rowan just got 7 more.
Oh, let's go, Rowan!
Thank you, bro.
Thank
You
you!
guys are amazing. Thank you so
Y'all are
much.
the best.
That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That is on the die, right? Or what? Because I have bonuses you don't have yet. I'm going to give you your wolf form. I owe that to you. But what was your roll on the die?
16.
A 16 on the. Okay, that is definitely a hit. Roll again.
Yeah, I was like, that was a nice roll. Come on.
Roll again.
Okay, okay. Another
again.
16 would be amazing. A 19 would be even better.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. All right. So, go ahead and hang on here. Now, your form,
12.
you have leveled up. As you level up, your form, the power of your form does the same. So, hang on here.
I'd
Let
be
me.
smacking them out.
So, yeah,
pull,
use
big ol'
3d12 for
hands.
your right and 3d12 for your left.
No.
That's how many square ones?
No. How many square ones? Yes. All right. So you're gonna roll a D8 twice. So for both hit, roll a D8, and then I'm adding some bonuses to it.
Nice.
Both
Wait,
claws.
how many D8?
You rip into the abdomen.
Nice.
As you slice it open, there's this dark sort of purplish blood that wells up from it, and there's a stench that emanates from its abdomen. Give me your damage.
Do I add anything to these, or is just a
No,
straight?
I'm adding to these because I haven't given you the stats
cool.
yet. All right, so you just give me the
Nice.
raw
Okay,
roll.
so the first one's a 7,
Okay.
and the next one is a 4.
All right. You leave 2 raking claw marks along the creature's abdomen and flesh, and now we go to you, Rasmus.
Rasmus is sobbing. No. Rasmus is going to take a nasty slice into the back of this rider while it's being pounded, pun intended, on all sides.
Okay.
I am
Yummy.
no longer using the BBC dice. I've given up on them. They have betrayed me.
Oh, you can't do that quickly. That's bad news. Did you show everybody the dice, by the way?
But I'm scared to use them.
We should. So for all of our players, they have received these gorgeous for a Christmas present. The
No,
new.
I didn't open my present yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hob.
That's what you got.
Well, now you know. They're metal. They're like oversized. They're metal. They're gorgeous, and they have a blue dragon on them. It's hard to see there. It looks almost identical to the Blue Box logo, and they are gorgeous. They're like my
so
favorite
cool.
dice. So all the players got those. And by the way, I have many more sets on the way. They will be giveaways to our fans here on Blue Box as well in
yes.
coming sessions.
Sick.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go to you, Rasmus.
So I'm taking a slice on that spider booty.
Okay.
Eat it up.
Oh, wait, gosh dang it, I have to keep switching between forms. There we go. I will be using with a swift action Bane, and of course, I only Bane if it hits. And then my judgment is still up, because I don't need to do anything with that. Okay, that is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That flanking, that does hit.
Okay. That's going to be a lot of damage. Okay, so first I'm going to do the frost damage. That is 8 frost damage.
Okay.
And then 6 radiant damage. And then I'll use damage for the blue box die for my sword. Crap damage, come on. That's going to be 10 slashing damage.
Okay. All right.
And that's
all right. So there's spray splatter of this purplish blood all over. You're splattered with it. Rowan Wolf is splattered with it. The creature lets out a clicking cry and stabs more ferociously at Valfino. Let's go to you, Valfino.
I'd like to start shifting over to my right side as well.
Okay, to your right. All right, yeah. I'll give you that 5.
Is it to get further away from me, or?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's to be able to flank on the other side of you and to be able to keep an eye on it.
Thank you for the follow, Texas Blaze. All right, Valfino, you are currently bleeding in the snow beneath this drider, looking up at this side that just keeps coming down, stabbing at you. What do you do?
So Val has the dagger of returning. That's the only dagger he has on him at this point.
Okay.
So he would be taking that out and just like stabbing upwards, like anything that he could do, like with this little dagger.
Okay.
They're stabbing at each other back and forth.
That,
so even Val at this point, while realizing it was cool to get here, understands that maybe the utility of this movement was questionable. Having a small dagger.
He's also sliding down.
Yeah, having you have this much range of motion. So you're not getting a lot of power.
The dagger can do a lot of damage.
Last time.
Okay.
Size doesn't matter.
He's in the safe zone right now. Okay, he's got this big thing above him in between him and Rowan.
Josh, that is only said by those song size. All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Can I add my survival? Because I feel like this is a survival moment.
No, but you can add any bonuses you have to your character. Yes, Sting. It is like Sting. That's right, Lando. Bilbo.
I was thinking of the singer.
I rolled a 5.
A 5 to hit. You find at this place you're beneath sort of the thorax, the cephalothorax. You're not beneath the abdomen. Still has those sort of chitinous plates underneath it here. And you get 2 attacks. No, what level are you?
I'm a 6.
No, you don't get the 3 per 2 yet. So your dagger, man, you're in a cool spot, but you're not doing any damage as it hits that plate and scrapes.
Am I able to move out towards the back of him?
So you're going to try to slide. So you're going to kind of shimmy. Yeah. So I'll give you some additional movement. So you're going to kind of slide forward. I'll move him. It's a little easier. You slide forward, and next round, unless it moves, you're going to be actually sort of staring up at the abdomen. But that now puts your face as really the only thing that it has to swing at. Okay, let's go to...
Tickle him.
Let's go to Rizia.
Rizzia's going to make same old, since I don't know her character sheet that well. She's going to make 2 attacks, but let me see what +1 she has.
Yeah, no matter what, no matter how well you knew her character sheet, that's exactly what she would be doing.
She would be smashing.
Wow. That's going to be a lot. That's
okay, it's a hit.
Wrong character.
It's a hit. Yeah, he doesn't have a really high armor class. All right.
And then her second attack is going to be the exact same roll. So.
Okay, 2 hits. Roll damage.
Oh, wait, sorry. The second one attack will be lower, but that's still a 19 to hit.
Total?
Yeah.
And no, you're not flanking anywhere. So that does not hit. The second one does not hit.
So the first
one hits. Wow. Okay. Rizia missed. So
she has a +12 and a +7.
the mage kind of dodges to the side. The second axe blow clatters against the staff, but does not hit. Roll damage.
That is going to be 24 points of damage.
All right. Again, still stone falls away. No damage has actually been done to the flesh of this mage as of yet. And that concludes the party's attack. Let's go to Anaho. Anaho, as you sit in this strange vision, without words being spoken, you know a choice is being offered to you.
Shoot.
So to make sure I understand, if I choose, there's two visions I see. One of a mannish-like figure, almost like a wax that's melting, kind
Correct.
of a darker.
Like of a black wax. Yes.
Yep. One of more of like a white mist being warmed by the sun. Which one of these is? And I clearly understand this by the sounds of it, right?
Yes.
One of them is a turning towards Palor, and one's turning away.
Again, you don't have certainty in the vision, but your sense of it is it's more nuanced than that. There is something in you, not just the wax representing almost an earthiness of flesh, that there is something of your flesh, of your nature, which you will have to sacrifice if you are to receive something of your spirit that is being offered. And it is not something that he will willingly take from you. It is something you must be willing to give.
So as I sit in this transcendent-like state, receiving this vision, seeing these two options in front of me, this thought runs through my mind of everything that has happened, everything that has 187 years of slavery, of drow dominance over his life, not even knowing where he's from, realizing that he's a slave ever since he can remember. Encountering this group, encountering Rizia, encountering the option of choice, that it's not just have to, that there is needs and wants, and there's choice in that. Like right now, the choice he has. And in that kind of comes this revelation, or this thought that, as he kind of thinks to himself, kind of, to what was once nothing, you, Palor, gave life, gave hope. He's, in deciding this, he thinks to himself, I offer to you myself as a living sacrifice. I give all that is needed of myself to destroy all the evil in our presence. Take as you see fit.
As you say this, you see the sun blazon with light. As it grows brighter, you feel physical pain in your body as the blackened wax begins to melt, your substance dripping to the ground. In character terms, you feel your dexterity ebbing away. You feel your constitution ebbing away, your physical form being sacrificed. As your spirit wells up within you, you begin to have visions. You see insights into the nature of Palor, of deity, of holiness, something in utter contrast to the darkness that you were raised with in the Underdark. And as you do so, you feel your wisdom swelling, the insight of your nature growing, and we'll come back to you in a moment. Now, we go to the Drow. And you're completely oblivious to what's happening in the real world here, as your friends are fighting for their lives. All right.
Flighting.
Yes. All right. The mage looks at Rizia. He holds forth the staff, and out comes a blossoming black bolt. It looks like flame, but the flame is edged in, it's black with edged in like purple limning around the flame as it strikes toward her chest. I need her to make another reflex save. This is at a DC 20.
I'm going to use all 3 of hers.
Okay.
I don't want to kill her character, John. All of my dice.
I forgot to say thank you earlier to all the Mad Chatters again for the hype train. Still time, type exclamation point 1983 in the chat. That will enter you in the giveaway for this World of Greyhawk box set we'll do at the end of the stream, but we're going to be drawing people to be in that during the stream. We also tonight from Chuck at Troll Lord Games got a $100 gift card to the Troll Lord Game Store we're going to give away tonight. We'll do that just a little bit after the break, and we're going to go to break here in a few minutes. All right, what was the roll?
That's exactly 20.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 12 plus her 5 from reflex plus the 3 that I chose to use.
Okay, she is going to take half damage from this.
Oh gosh, no! Please survive.
All right, so she takes 16
gosh.
points of damage.
All your fault, Josh.
I'm so anxious. 16?
Yes. All right, now let's go to this guy. He turns and he leaps at Rizia with both blades.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Because Rizia is attacking his mage. All right. Close this and diminish this. All right. Here we go. The first attack. That's a hit. Let's roll the second attack. Rizia.
That'll hit.
What's her? Oh, she's raging. What's her armor class? Raging. It's -2. So currently it is.
Yeah. So she's.
She's like a 12, 13. That's a hit. It hits twice. The blades slash. She takes 11 points from the first swing, cutting into that heavy thigh that we mentioned earlier. Go ahead, Josh.
She's unconscious.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I can't intervene. I can't do anything.
Okay. All right. So, as Rizia falls to the ground,
Something.
Do
barbarians in this edition take half damage from stuff?
No,
You should have put her in rage. Is what you
she's already enraged. That's why her armor class was down.
So
As she falls to the
she
ground,
takes half damage.
she has already a full heal that was given several sessions ago by Pat Draws. That also is employable through. No, Rizia. I told you we are one. I give you the life. Once per 3 days, this can be done. Only to her, not to other people. And so she receives the full heal that comes from Halcyon. As he does so, she feels this warm light suffusing her flesh. That is partly Halcyon, partially Pat Draws. Thank you so much to our chatters. And even as her knees kind of wobble, she staggers back. The second blow does strike, but it's going to strike sort of as the healing is occurring. She takes 9 points of damage, so put her back to full, then take her down 9. And the Drow's eyes go wide. No! And now we're going to go to the Drider. The Drider, looking at Valfino's face between its legs, and it's not quite what you think. It's got 8 of them. It stabs down twice at your head, Val. That is a hit.
Let me just tell you that Val would rather lose this head than his other head.
Okay, duly noted. Not that was an option at this point, but duly noted. You are hit twice, my friend. As the blade bites.
Not his ears.
You take 12 points of damage from the first one. It slices along your cheek, opens up along your jaw, blood in the soil. Are you still conscious?
Yep.
All right, that's good, because the second one, shoulder pins you to the ground. You take 15 points of damage as the blade goes through the shoulder, sinks into the soil. You scream, and you feel blood spurting out, and your shoulder is pinned to the ground. And we go to initiative.
Whoa.
DM has a 4 on the die this time.
Come on,
Look,
Rory.
guys, I can only do so much of this. I'm surprised already.
Come on.
But these dice are amazing. So if they ever go into the drawing for you guys, you definitely should pay attention because I am doing well.
Now you jinxed it.
Don't jinx it, don't jinx it.
Thank you, John.
What'd you roll?
I got a 6.
Oh my goodness!
Praise God.
Oh,
Never
Rory,
seen you roll this
Rory.
well, guys.
By the way, for those that have wondered why I like group initiative, this is a perfect example of why I like D6 group initiative. I know it's not the most tactically, sort of sound simulation style for combat, but it does make initiative something which is extremely important. I think it adds drama and it makes the game more fun, which combat should be both semi-realistic and also fun. We're not playing a sim here. If this party loses initiative, it is very likely that at least Valfino is going to die, and
No biggie.
and that would probably be a minimum. Valfino would have died this round. I think that is almost with certainty. So now let's go to the party. Valfino, let's start with you. Ah! What are you going to do? Your dagger hand is still free.
Give in. Become the beast.
Do it.
No, not Greyhawk.
I'll save you two. I can do it.
What are you doing, Val? You want me to come back to you? Becca
No,
looks
it's also
upset at me.
verbal.
Becca, are you mad at me?
I'm not
Yes.
mad. I'm trying to figure out what
Okay.
to do.
Just
All right, well-
Pinned to the ground right now.
Yeah, you're pinned. Yeah, you're pinned.
This weapon in his hand.
Yes, your weapon hand is still.
Who's next in rotation?
So it would be Rasmus would be next. Well, actually, you or Rasmus. In fact, I would go to you because
Yeah, I'll
you
say
have a
give
much
it over to
faster
Rowan.
movement rate.
Okay, so I want to give Becca a chance to figure out what they want to do.
Okay, go ahead. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Rowan?
Slap that booty.
Are you sure, Becca?
Go for it.
Okay.
Bites Val.
There. I know Val hates it, but at the sound of his wince and his scream of this blade plunging into his shoulder, and Rowan being this big beast, there's almost like a motherly instinct to protect, and she hops right onto this strider. And she starts clawing
So-
at his throat from behind, and like almost like choke holding it and pulling it back to try to get the strider off of him.
Ooh.
That is a perfect visual. Tailspire for the win. So we've got Valfino lying underneath. We got Rowan Wolf mounting atop. I love the way the arm is kind of curling gently around the posterior there. That's so cool.
Rowan is
That's correct. I tell you what. I will give you Hob. I will.
Rowan, we're good friends. This is not what
Not what you had in mind. Rowan, I will give you inspiration if you can tell me, and know what, don't look at the chat. People in the chat can put it there, but you got to if you can tell me what the anatomy part of the spider at the base of its abdomen that produces the web, there's a name for that. Can you tell me what it's called?
Oh God, no! And I'm the animal person too, because I was like thorax, but
The thorax, cephalothorax in the
no.
case of a spider, abdomen.
You're talking about like the actual.
The little thing they don't look at the chat. It's in the chat. You got it right.
I'm
Dark Elf Twilight got it right.
Yeah, it's my mouth flood.
John's mouth.
I'm a big animal person, and I'm embarrassed, but I'm not a big big arachnid person.
It's called the spinneret. I'm sorry, you lost your chance. Yep, spinneret. You lost your.
I already have this leadership. I'm good.
All right, go. All right, go ahead and roll to hit. You leap atop the creature.
Yes. Bite,
Shika,
bite,
shika,
bite,
shika,
bite, 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 bite.
Okay, so that's a 17 on the die.
Okay, that's a hit. And you're going to get 3 this time. You're getting the claw, and the bite.
What?
Ooh, that's an 18 on the die.
Okay, both claws hit.
Come on,
You
nat
sink
20,
them
nat
in.
20, nat 20.
Now go for your bite.
That one's a 13 on the die.
Flat-footed.
Weapon?
Flat-footed.
Yeah, all 3 hit. That's 3 hits. All right. All right. So I need you to roll 2d8 and a d10 on the bite, and I will add the damage to it.
Okay, so that's an 8. That's a 3. And then what was the other die?
A d10.
Okay, gotcha. Schlunk. 6.
Okay. All right, let me add the bonuses.
Okay.
You going almost with a feral ferocity, raking claws along the creature. You bite into the back of the thorax, just below the head of the creature, and it lets out a cry. Your mouth is filled. It's a foul taste. You like red, fresh blood. This purplish ichor, it fills your mouth with a tangy, nasty flavor, and it draws you to an even greater sense of rage. Your hunger subsides, and you are angry with this creature. Betrayal. You wanted tasty flesh, and you have received something very undesirable in the process. Now let's come back to you, Valfino. You see Rowan Wolf, like kind of feet dangling off the back of the creature as she has leapt atop it.
So during this, when the rider has been pulled back, is the spear still in Val's shoulder, or has it been pulled out since he's been?
No, so that was at the end of last round. So he may try to pull it out, but at this point, it's still. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Yes.
No.
Another 5 for the DM. That puts me back to 10, I believe. If I have that, let me look at the current count. It was before
if I'm
that.
not mistaken.
Oh, no, it's 7. So I'm at 12. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. I need that.
Savage.
All right. So, Val, what are you gonna do?
Okay, okay. I got a question as a new player. What is?
Oh, that is like imploring the DM's mercy. I know that as a new player.
No, I'm asking, just like no mercy, but tell me how realistic is this? Is Val able to get the healing potion out of his pocket in his pouch on his side and take it?
Oh, very good question. I tell you what, we're gonna make a roll for that.
Okay, we're adding my +4 to this.
All right, so hold on. Let me see what I want to do here. I think we're gonna go. Let's go a straight dex. So what you're actually going to try to do is roll underneath your dexterity. In this case, you're going to subtract 4 from whatever you roll.
What is my dex? 17. Okay, I can do that. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. So just don't roll a 20 then. 20 will automatically fail on this.
Even with the -4?
Yeah, because it's like a 1's always a success. 20 becomes the fumble in this situation because you're trying to roll low.
All right. Well, I rolled an 8.
Okay. You drop your dagger into the snow. Pain as the blade is kind of twisting in your shoulder. Your hand scrabbles. You find the pouch. You pull it out. You pop the cork, and you quaff it. That's the full round of action for you. And that was which potion? That was the clear?
That was the milky.
That was the milky one. Okay, that is a cure serious. You're going to get 3d8.
Come on, baby.
Not bad. You get 17 points of healing as you quaff the potion. You feel some of the other wounds, the stabs, the one, of course, where the blade is still in your shoulder remains, but the other stab marks, a little bit of healing along the slash of your cheek. And now we're going to go to Rasmus.
Rasmus will cry. How bad is this Strider and the other?
The Drider looks badly damaged. I mean, the abdomen is beginning to look deflated. You can see there's actual fluid coming from the spinneret and just congealing on the ground. It looks like it's very badly hurt. You can't really see the mage and the fighter, the drow fighter. His ebony skin, luminous in the shining light of Pelor over Anaho behind him. His blades flashing. He looks unharmed.
Dang it.
Always a good plan, Justinius.
Okay, here we go. Oh, this might be a dumb plan, but I'm gonna... No, screw it. I'm gonna attack. I'm not gonna burn a spell.
All right, roll to hit.
Able to hit.
Coward.
That's a nat 20.
What? Okay, all right, roll again. To confirm your crit, you may add it to this if you wish.
It didn't. but I rolled already.
Okay.
It's going to be a 26.
That is a crit. Okay, Josh. Rasmus, roll percentile dice. We pull out. Actually, you know what? Let's do the Blood Wild crit tables. Let me make sure I can find them quickly here.
76.
Steve has been in the room today. So we're going to go here. Crits. At Blue Box, we have all kinds of fun crit tables.
Shut up.
And we're going to go to the piercing cutting. We're going to go to the cutting crit tables. And that is that. And then we're going to look at the distribution number. So, and I'll show this to you so you guys can see kind of how this works. Very similar to Tim's tables in terms of structure. I always go to Steve's tables when it comes to fumbles because, as I always like to point out to people, Tim's fumbles are weak sauce, but Steve's fumbles are really, really good.
I did not say that, Tim, if you are listening anywhere.
Okay, so here you go. Here is the disbursement. Let me make sure you can see that. Am I on my... Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So 76 is going to be a strike to the leg, and it's also going to be X3 damage, and then it's a level 11 crit. So just so you guys, I don't normally show this on screen, but I'll show it just so you guys can see how this works. So when I bring this up, here are the tables now that I'm going to consult. And on the cutting damage crit, you find the body part. So in this case, leg. So you're kind of, we'll say you're hitting up sort of high on the rear leg. And we go to the cutting damage crit, and we go to 11. Your weapon deeply penetrates your opponent's belly. So you got it. Did I do the right part of leg? Oh, no, I did body. Hold on, that didn't make sense. Here we go, leg. Your weapon slices into your opponent's groin. That makes sense. Sort of right up at the abdomen, we'll call it. Severing a large blood vessel. Falls to the ground helpless from pain and shock for 10 rounds. In other words, Rasmus... Oh, he runs the 50% risk of being permanently emasculated. Love it. Rasmus, tell me what it looks like.
Yes. He will bring his blade back and then just over top of the shield. Val, watch out! As he will stab straight down through the thorax, flipping the blade around and plunging it down, stopping it like right within eyesight of Val. And then we'll pull the blade back, slicing the thorax in half. As with the arc of that purple blood in the air, he'll switch his hand once again to grab the longsword that Val loaned to him. And as the blood sprays out, it actually freezes due to the ice damage as the creature falls.
Valfino, guess what?
You're pinned by
I'm
another
alive.
spider.
Yes, and you're pinned by another spider. As its girth slumps down on you, you take 3 more points of crushing damage.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This thing is hundreds of pounds. Falls right down on top of you.
Well, wouldn't I be like dragging
Torpedo
that
just pooped
thing
his
off
pants.
like immediately like a toy?
Well, you could try, but you've actually added weight to it because as it collapses underneath you, you're also collapsing atop it.
Guys,
sorry.
Look, Val doesn't have very much more, okay?
Yep.
Val is crushed, bleeding, pinned to the ground still. Now that blade is just sort of sticking out in the air.
You remember what Val screamed when he went and attacked the Drider?
Yes.
I hate spiders!
Exactly. Rowan, though, you are angry. Your prey is dead. You did not get what you wanted. Now we need to make another check.
Also, John, I'm going to use a swift action to devour sin.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Listening to that voice in the background, I'll ask you about that later.
Yes. Got it.
Also, if I do make the save or whatever it is that I'm
Yes.
rolling for at this point, can I get this Drider off of Val and in that frustration, like just destroy it like an angry dog would a ragdoll toy? If I make the save.
So I've already made the roll. And
Okay.
you six, because I make these rolls for you currently. When I give you the tables, I may allow you to roll them as well. But these are some of the secret rolls that I like to make, so that when you have failure or success, well, and it's because it's very much like finding a trap. Like if you search for traps, and you roll a 1, and I tell you you didn't find a trap, then you don't believe me because you know you rolled a 1. Or if you roll a 20 and I tell you you find no traps, then you know with a certainty that you would probably never actually know that there's no trap there. So some of those rolls I like to make behind the DM screen. In this case, you actually... through the rage, you feel a stronger control than you have felt before. You actually have sentient control at this moment, so you can act as you wish to in this form.
Heck yes.
I love that. How sentient are we talking?
Like, I mean, you're aware. Like your consciousness lies behind this veil of rage and hunger. You are both the wolf and Rowan in this moment.
That's
amazing. I'm okay. So this might be a stretch, but I'm gonna do it. Can I just as this thing is like dead and super mad about that? Can Rowan? can I grab the Drider body and just with as much might as I can muster, can I throw it at the this fine gentleman over there with the double swords?
Ooh.
Oh, so you're going to pick it up and try to hurl it toward them.
Come on.
So you definitely have the strength, but let's go ahead and roll d20 on your strength check.
Yes. I'm going to use
28.
6.
Okay.
6. $19.
Okay. You see Rowan Wolf. You lift this carcass. The legs are going stiff. The abdomen dangles down. Bits of the web substance just dribbling out of the spinneret. Blue and purplish ichor dribbling to the snow. You pick it up, and now you're going to roll to hit. Now, you are not proficient with Drider corpses, so this is a very difficult throw that you're making.
I think I do have something that was I don't have it right at my fingertips, but it was something where like anything, something, everything is a weapon.
Oh, you have. Oh, yes, I know that ability.
That's
yes,
amazing.
Kate had that ability as well. It's like a throw anything type of ability.
Yes, throw anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So
all right. So you're good at sort of random, but I'm going to say, unfortunately, in wolf form, that you can't access those feats. Those feats are only accessible in human form. However, you are certainly strong enough. I'm not suggesting you're going to miss. The question is really whether or not you can hit them and not hit Rizia. You're trying, or even hit Anaho. You're trying kind of a fine art here to toss this giant corpse exactly where you want it. Roll to hit.
Shake it.
We're going to break in just a moment. Everyone type !1983 in the chat, and we're going to be doing that giveaway, actually drawing for the giveaway right after the break. What was the roll?
16.
A 16 on the die?
On the die.
Okay. Well,
please.
Yes, you hurl the body of the creature directly at the drow and at the mage drow, and we'll resolve what happens with that in a moment. Now let's go to Rizia. Go ahead.
Well, I do want to say one more thing, because Rowan has this sense of sentiency, and I need to mend some damaged bonds.
Okay.
I want Rowan to look down at Val, and I'm sure he's going to be terrified. I'm sure he's going to go, don't hurt me. But Rowan's not going to hurt him, no nothing. She's just going to look him like deep in the eyes and hope that he understands, like, it's me. And then if she's able to kind of like move past Val, so that way if she does kind of come back into this like bestial state, he is not her target.
Valfino, I'm going to let you decide how you want to handle this, because you are losing grip on consciousness. You're in extreme pain, and all you see is the body is lifted, and you see the rage and this massive wolf standing over top of you. You see it look down, and let's assume that Rowan Wolf is attempting a look of empathy. I would guess it's probably not that good, a look of empathy.
That's just deep in the eyes as much as she can.
Val is not close to passing out.
Okay.
Like that. He kind of came back to life a little bit with that potion.
Right.
In this moment, he is. If he hasn't already crapped his pants, he's crapped his pants. He's like,
wow,
come on,
damn
just
weirdo.
give me a break.
Thank you, Wayne.
He's fumbling around in the snow trying to find his dagger. He doesn't see a look of empathy. He sees the beast that tried to come for him once before.
Yeah,
And
I
this
figured.
time, she's looming over him. So Val is frantically searching the snow for the dagger.
Where did I drop that thing? And your shoulder is still pinned. You still see that. So actually,
Val is like,
I'll let you think about that, Hob. That might be something you might want to think about next round. Okay, let's go to you.
No, it's fine.
Rizia.
Wait to make sure if she's moved past him. I don't want this. Oh, you're still over him. She's moved past him. She's walking past Val.
Okay.
She would no longer
get
be
over
over him.
Well, let me just state it. Let me state it again, only because I'm not trying to influence you, but you would see this and you would know this in combat. As you're looking at Valfino, he is pinned to the ground by this spear. You do see the fear in his eyes, so you have one of two choices. You can move away, trying to alleviate his fear immediately, or you could try to remove the spear. Now, that might be viewed as a sign of friendship, or maybe he would think you're using the weapon against him. I don't know, but I just want you to be aware those are the options you can choose from.
Okay. Then I'll stay.
No, I'm not. It could go badly.
No, you've
I'm not telling
convinced
you
me.
what to
I'm
do. It could go
already
badly.
here.
You're
already here,
convinced.
John.
Yeah,
You've convinced me.
gosh.
I shall stay and attempt one last
No, finish.
gesture of friendship.
Okay, we'll come to that. We'll come to that in a moment. Rizia,
Rizia.
you
is
see
going
legs kind of flying at you from the side of your face.
So Rizia, having fallen to a knee after this hit by this black fire lightning, as she crumples to a knee, Halcyon, the axe blade down, her hand on the hilt, the bottom of the shaft, she steadies, and blood is just dripping from the right side of her face, and she's losing consciousness as it's all becoming blurry. And then Halcyon's voice is what kind of pops back in, and she just smiles. That bloody tooth smile as she picks up her head and in one movement lifts the axe upward into the wizard as she's going to swing.
Okay.
I don't know how many +1s she has?
Nicely done, Josh. Excellent role play of Rizia.
But I would like to use some +1s on the second attack if she has any. First one is going to be a nat 20.
No way, Josh. Really?
It was the same die too.
Okay. All right. Then roll to confirm.
Come on. That's going to be like a 28 to hit.
All right. Roll percentile dice, my friend. Josh with the hot dice tonight.
Rizia. It's all Vivi's blessing. That's
All right. Let's see what we get. Give me the roll.
64.
All right, a 64. That is going to be a level 8 crit to the body. So first of all, it'll be X3. So go ahead and roll only on the base damage. Roll the base damage, multiply that by 3, add any of her other bonuses, and then I will tell you what the rest of the crit looks like.
I just don't know which die to use. Sorry. Screw it. I'll just go top 9. That's 6. No, 9. 9 as the base die damage. And
Whoops, sorry guys, hold on. I pulled up the correct. I was doing the Tim tables earlier. I didn't realize I'd opened the wrong ones. These would be the correct ones. All right, so
14 as the base damage.
okay. 14 as the base. That is no, you can't triple and get 14.
No, that's just the base damage.
No, all you roll, all you triple is the die roll itself.
Yeah. So she has, with the swift action, she can add an elemental blast to her attack once per rage.
That wouldn't be tripled. But so just the die
Even though
plus
it's the die.
the base. It's the base die, the D10, D12 for the axe. That's what you triple, and then you add like strength and other modifiers and everything else to that on top.
Gotcha. Then 9.
9. Okay, now add the rest of it.
9 times 3 is how much? 36?
No, 27. 9 times 3 is 27.
Yeah. And then
Were you checking me?
I was. So 27 plus 5, 32 plus 17. I don't know. 32 plus 17 is a number.
Okay. So 32. So it's 49 points of damage.
There we go. Thank you.
And As she slams the blade in, she sees more of the stone crumble, and then the blade bites into flesh. Halcyon sings, "Ha! We have done it! We have done it, Rizia! I knew it!" And as he does so once again, he erupts in song. "I have seen the face of darkness. I have sent it running scared. I have stood against the darkest nights and left them trembling in fear." The damage does, and you see the mages rock back. Roll your second attack.
Look at that. Come on. Oh no. That's going to be only 17 to hit.
Only 17 to hit. That does not hit. The mage actually stumbles back, blood spurting from him, his eyes wide. And now we go back to Anaho. Anaho, as you stand there, first the pain comes. The pain comes with great strength. You feel, as I mentioned earlier, your constitution ebbing away. You are going to take 3 points off of your constitution, which was a 15 previously. Is that correct?
My con or my dex? Previously you said dex.
I said both. I said your con and your dex.
Wow.
So what is your current con?
My current con is, not so bad. My current con is 17.
17, all right. So that drops by 3. That goes to 14. Now you feel the nimbleness of your fingers, a sacrifice being made. Even as enlightenment comes to you, you lose 2 points of dexterity.
Okay.
That drops you to...
from 15 to
13. All right. So your con drops by 3. Your dex drops by 2. Your wisdom goes up by 3, taking you to an 11. So it is not a 1-for-1. You lose 5 total ability points. You gain 3 ability points. But in so doing, there is a flash of illumination. Enlightenment enters your mind. And suddenly in the maelstrom of pain, there's a stillness and a peace. And you hear a voice resonant with power and compassion. "Anaho, arise, my son." You see the form that was misty as the wax melts to the ground now coalesces. You see yourself standing there, actually kneeling there on one knee, and there is a luminance about your form as you are called to rise.
And I do.
As you stand, you see a slender blade. It looks like a lengthy dirk in the hands of a human, but a long sword by your size. It taps you gently on the forehead. "Do you swear the ancient oaths? Will you follow the light and become my servant?"
With a sense of relief and burden, an odd memory of an old man on a snowy mountainside who said that I'm more than dirt, I'm more than what I think, comes in. The memory of being in the bathhouse and the peace that the light brings, and it's not the light causing the darkness, but just a shadow. My life not being darkness, but it's simply a shadowing of this moment. With peace. Knowing everything these people that are here somewhere that I came here with. They all brought me to this moment. Everything Rizia and Rasmus and Rowan and Val, all of it brought me here. And with just a firmness and acceptance. Again, the utterance of all that I am is absolutely sacrificed to you, Paylor. Let all evil in our presence be destroyed for all eternity.
Then you are my servant. You are my son. You are my paladin. There's a flash of light blinding in your eyes and your mind. You stagger back, shuddering in ecstasy. The entirety of your form consumed as though a mote of light. And we go back to the rest of the party fighting Drow. All right. We go now back to... No, it is not initiative. It is the Drow turn.
No, I want more Anaho.
Well done, bro. Oh, by the way, Anaho, inspiration. Absolutely fantastic role play there, sir. Okay, so...
Micro paladin.
The mage staggers back. Unfortunately, part of the critical that Rizia did, he is stunned. As you have pierced his stone skin, he staggers back. He gets no spell this round. And that was thanks to Bloodwild Steve's crit tables, which included a stun at that level of crit. And now we go to this one. Well, and let's actually put the spider on the ground. It's no longer in the air. It is now slumped to the ground. He leaps forward at Rizia. There is no morale check. There is no quit. And come on, I'm going to add +5 to this, so I'm going to roll with advantage for these guys. The first one is an 18. That would be a hit, but can I get a crit? Let's go.
No,
not a crit. It is a hit. All right, on the second one, you know what? Why not? The audience has been good to me tonight. I have them. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to roll with advantage again, giving myself. That's 4 rolls. That gives me a 25% chance. Am I doing my math right? Oh, no, to roll 20%, but to 20% chance to roll a d20 or roll a nat 20. Here we go. First one. That's a 12. That would hit. So we have 2 hits. Let's look at the second one. Come on, 20. Oh, but I have 4 hits.
2 hits.
oh my god.
I tried. All right, so twice the blades flash.
Let her die again.
She takes 14 points as one slices across her chest. Ooh, I finally rolled the good roll. She takes 18 points on the second one. Sticks underneath her arm, blood gouting out, and now we go to initiative.
Come on, Rory.
Come on, Rory. You're doing so good tonight.
Rory.
This
Come on, Rory.
DM has a 2 on the die.
Come on, Daddy. Come on.
I shouldn't laugh at that. Like I'm
No,
gonna
you
get it.
shouldn't.
Initiative.
I gotta go
Come on.
bathroom.
It'll be good.
Thank you, Mad Chatters. We're going to break in just a second here.
Friendship energy.
What'd you roll?
One, didn't you? You jerk.
Did you roll a 6?
You
rolled a 1?
jerk. You rolled a 1.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
No good
Rory.
things for you.
As the wizard staggers back, he is no longer stunned. It was only a 1 round, so he lost his attack last round, not this round.
Dang it.
He begins weaving his fingers, but let's go to this guy. He's going to attack. I believe I'm down to +2 now. Is that right? Yeah, I'm only at 2. Hint, hint. Any of you Mad Chatters that would like to see these Drow get the better of them. All right, on my first roll, attacking Rizia. No one wants to see Rizia get hit, though. That is a... Oh, left out for Rizia. Tracy, no! That is a hit. Let's roll the second attack. And... that is still a hit.
Just use last plus.
No, I'm not using that yet. I'm saving it. All right, so 2 more hits on Rizia. His blades flashing with remarkable speed. 11 points on the first one. And 13 points. He's basically carving her up. Blood streaming from her body. The mage. Who is that for? TDRB?
Mommy.
The mage is going to... He turns... He turns toward Anaho, and he holds out a hand. You see Anaho's form, the mage knowing he cannot touch him. He lifts Anaho off the ground, holds his hand high. Anaho floats up in the ground and starts moving toward the mage. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. Let's go to the party. Rizia.
Rizia will turn towards the mage
Okay.
and run to attack.
All right, as she does so, that provokes an attack of opportunity. I get another swing. Come on, 20. Come on, 20. Here we go.
No.
You guys know I don't actually want that. I'm just teasing. That is a hit.
lie.
Again, he stabs her in the buttocks as she runs away. And she takes 9 points of damage. Not too bad.
Okay.
Sticks her right in the glute. She runs past the spider, her feet sinking deep into the snow, now made red and purple by the blood of humans, orcs, and Drider. Roll to hit.
Man, I wish that dagger were me.
He's going to use 4 of her +1s on this first one.
Okay.
Cocked.
We're at 91 viewers. Thanks so much for joining us for episode 100 of Greyhawk Awakening. We have 2 big giveaways we'll talk about as we go to break. And if we hit 100 tonight, you know what happens. I have to break out the Dino shirt. All right, what was your hit?
It's going to be 28 to hit.
That's
on the
definitely a
first
hit.
one.
Roll your second one.
And the second one, I'm going to be rolling with advantage, using the last of her 5.
Oh, thank you so much. I got the other 2. Thank you, GRTB.
And that is going to be on the second one. Shoot, why is my brain not working?
Brain don't work good no more.
It's called stress.
Come on. 19. There we go.
19 to hit on the second one?
Yeah.
1 hit. Roll damage. And as he's doing this, we're going to come back to you, Rowan Wolf. What are you doing?
25.
25?
Man.
25 points of damage.
Halcyon buries deeply. Ah, yes. Drow blood so sweet. The mage is badly damaged. All right, what are you doing, Rowan Wolf?
Oh, okay. So, seeing as
Thank you,
Val, the thrashing teeth and bloody smile that I'm trying to give Val isn't working. So instead, in an attempt to kill 2 birds, 1 stone, I want to take this spear at its hilt and I'm going to pull it out.
Okay.
And then, can I get a different view of the map so I could? Yes.
Sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah, here, let me. So this is.
Yeah. So I want to throw it at that gentleman right over there with the 2 swords.
Okay. So.
Dapper man.
All right. Again, you, thrower of swords, can do as you wish. But you also know that in
I
wolf,
just be throwing things, John.
yeah, in wolf form, he is literally 1 leap away, and you are likely to be much more effective with your claws and your bite. But do not let me influence your choice. Thank you for the sub, gift sub, Tracy.
It'd be cool.
All right, good. Throw it. You throw it. You just you're out of your mind. Rowan Wolf hurls this thing at him. Go ahead, roll to hit.
Let me throw things.
All right.
Tiki.
Throw the
Use
things.
Those big old points that I have right there. I'm gonna use. How many should I use before I even roll this? I'll use 3. I don't want to use them all.
Smart.
Ooh, thank God I. 18.
18. You're going to take a penalty, non-proficient, but that was a raw 18. Is that right? A raw 18 plus your bonuses?
No, that was a 15 plus.
A 15 on the die plus the +1s you gave.
Yes.
All right, then you get. You hit a glancing blow. It slides across the back of his shoulders. Roll damage.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you, 491.
Which one am I rolling? Rolling a D8 or a?
No, it's in this throne form. It'd be a D8.
Cool.
Very odd thing that she's done, but it did work.
Yay! 5.
5 points of damage. All right, you slice him. And you feel a sense of gratitude. Somewhere, Rowan, who resides behind the veil of the lupine consciousness, remembers a failed attempt to throw a sword several days ago and feels very good about what's happened here. Let's go to... Sorry, what?
I just want to I'm just trying to, like, roleplay sick as I'm
Yes.
making sure. As she... when she picks up this sword, not the sword, what is it, a spear? It's, I don't know, a fork. She picks up this fork. Yeah. And she, like, just throws it directly at this guy, Skiz, and then I'm going to have her move away from Val.
All right, Val, let's go to you. You see the wolf yank the blade out of your shoulder, throw it, and then step away.
Okay. I have to ask, do I take any more damage as the blade is removed?
Probably.
Yes, excellent question. Thank you for asking.
More
You do. Thank you, Tracy. Another 1,000. You guys are incredible tonight. We so appreciate it as we're celebrating 100 episodes.
Tracy.
You take 2 points of damage.
Thank you, Bruno.
Oh, thank you, Chris. 2 points of damage as it's yanked out.
Okay.
Alpina's dead.
So, hold on, sorry.
No.
With that,
I helped. Did good.
Val will, after it is, as the spear is being removed, he's going to scream. It is painful. He's already in
My baby
losing
boy.
blood, right? He's not doing well. He lets out a scream. As Rowan leaves, he exhales in this moment of relief, almost. Like, he's not facing the action. He's laying on his back, looking up. His head is towards the action. His feet is away from it. So he doesn't see anything. He hears things, but it's almost as if everything tunes out.
Okay. All right.
He doesn't lose consciousness. So as everything goes quiet and he's just looking up, it's that moment of, I'm still here. I'm okay. I will get through this. He rolls to his side, and as he starts rolling on his side to get up, that's when the noise of the battle comes back, of all the commotion, of all the fighting, of yelling, screaming, whatever. Rowan going, charging this guy. That's when everything kind of just, he's back in it. So he rolls over, he gets up, and he looks to see what he can do. Where is Anaho at this point? Like, I know he's floating.
You see a Naho floating in the air, and he's about 15 feet away from you. Let me make sure I'm right. About 20 feet away from you, on the other side of the Drider body.
Okay. Val will start hobbling his way over there.
Okay. All right. We'll give you the full movement. You reach it. You see he's floating above, and there is still this light that is illuminating him as he floats in the air. And now, who has not gone? Everyone's gone, right?
Quick question.
Oh,
for you.
Rasmus. Sorry. Yes.
Did Val find his dagger of returning in the snow?
Oh, yes, you did. That wasn't hard to find. You didn't even have to roll for that.
Okay.
Yes, you have your dagger back. All right, Rasmus, what are you doing?
Rasmus and Rizia. But Rasmus will move his way around the right side to get eyesight on both the sword user and on the wizard.
Okay.
And he's going to pull his hands out and dropping the sword into his sheath, into the scripture-bound sheath at his side.
Okay.
He'll put his arms out and pulling from his body, he will cast the blistering invective again, as this is what he cast that night when they were in the temple.
Yes, very nice. All right. What is the DC to save?
15. Am I able to use my plus ones
To disadvantage me? No, we used to do that. It created problems where people felt like we were taking away their bonuses. So no, we don't do that. All right, so okay. 15. Let's roll first, and this is a will save.
He's got to. This has got to be an intimidation check and then a save, I guess.
Okay.
That's what the spell says, at least.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to be like a 23.
Okay.
For intimidation.
All right, that works.
22 for intimidation.
Okay, so the first save for the bladesman, that's a 19 on the die. He makes the save.
Saves.
For the mage, and on will, he's going to get he has a +4 on will. He does not make the save. Tell me what happens.
Hey. And that was the wizard that failed?
Uh-huh.
Get wrecked. Okay. Then that's going to be 1d10 points of damage. When you cast a spell, making it demoralize enemies that are demoralized this way, take 1d10. And it was actually a reflex save.
Oh, it was a reflex save. He still would have missed it. All right, so what? So, and you're saying it was 10 d10?
Yeah.
All right,
Not 10d10, 1d10.
Oh, 1d10. Oh, okay, I was going to say,
no,
I
it's
don't
not
think
a lot of damage, but it's an AoE, so
yeah,
I can
gotcha.
just attack whatever enemies I want.
Gotcha. All right.
So that is going to be 5 points of fire damage, and the wizard that failed is now caught in this black and white flame.
Okay.
And like these tendrils exit out of Rasmus's body, like that of almost tentacles, almost. And then they fly down in a fluid motion down towards the roguey looking one, where he takes the 5 damage, but he is not caught on fire. But then the 5 points of damage hit the wizard, and the flames envelop him, wrapping around him like binds, and catch him on fire.
Okay. All right. Then we're going to have him, and oops.
Yeah.
He is burning, and the globe there represents the area of effect.
Sick.
That concludes everybody in the party, correct?
Rizia.
Rizia, okay, go ahead.
Rizia is going to make her 2 attacks on the wizard. And in, like, out through her teeth, the steam coming out. Let him go. She'll make her first attack. That's a natural 18 on the die. And then, sorry, I got to cast that spell from that. And then back to Rizia. So that's going to be like a 30 to hit. And then second attack is going to be, gosh dang it, nat 1.
Okay. All right, roll again.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a fumble. That's going to be, 13.
Okay. All right. Then we will definitely use the Steve tables. That is unfortunate. Roll percentile dice.
Yeah.
Yes, and the chat in the chat, I did use the resistance checks. I rolled the resistance checks on this end, and there was a fail on the resistance check. All right. So go ahead and what's your percentile roll?
Can I roll damage for the first attack first?
Yes, you can.
Thank
you, Jeff.
I just want to get that.
I always need more.
That's actually a good roll.
A good roll?
Yeah, a good roll for the first, the attack that actually hits.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be 25 points of damage from the attack.
25. Hold on. Nope, not yet. He is badly damaged. He staggers back, bleeding heavily, but not dead.
Come on, no. Okay. 43.
A 43.
I swear, if it's her leg again,
on.
I'm going to feel so bad.
Okay, so here we go. On the table. Dun, 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 dun. All right, that is going to give us, yup. And I've got that, okay. And then down here. All right. As Rizia, pull this down, swings her axe. Whoops. She stumbles forward, actually slams. She runs past, overswings, slams into the bough of a tree, catches it in the eye, and she's knocked back stunned. So we're going to put a stun effect on Rizia, and that was her attack for the round. Now,
initiative.
Wait, hold on. No. Yes, initiative, and the mage is very badly damaged, as is the other drow. On the die, God. DM has a 4, and now we're going to rotate. Let's go to you, Hob. Roll.
Oh, sweet.
What?
Oh, you, Hob. You got to beat a 4. Or meet a 4.
Sorry, we didn't go to break sooner, guys. It's just the way the combat is unfolded, and we're as you can see, getting very near the end of the combat. So we'll go to break in just a second here.
I got a 4.
Okay. All right. Let's roll again. Oh no! DM has a 1 on the die.
Okay.
Just don't roll a 1.
3.
Okay. Then we're going to start with Anaho this time.
Come on, Anaho.
Anaho,
Kill him.
as you feel the touch and then the ecstasy,
Hot.
you suddenly feel the weight of your own body return to you. And as you do feel it, you realize that you're floating in the air, but suddenly a surge of holy power goes through you. The weightlessness vanishes. And actually, let me pull this back up on the screen so everybody can see you. On here. The weightlessness vanishes. Oh, that's not the right one, but yes, that's the giveaway. And so you're no longer knocked down and you're no longer flying. But as your feet slam into the ground, there is a wave of holy energy that flashes through you. Everything in the vicinity grows so bright, it is almost impossible to see. All of you have to turn your eyes away from the blinding of this light. And as it does so, you hear a searing and a screaming that comes from the drow, and each of them the mage, he lets out a curdling scream, and as this holy energy blasts forth from Anaho, the mage slumps to the ground, crumpled, almost like he collapses in on himself. This one, badly damaged, his skin blistered and searing. He screams, "Ah, no!" And he turns to run. As he's running, he's going to go right past Rasmus and Rowan. You both get an attack of opportunity. Let's start with you, Rowan.
Oh God. So.
Come on.
Oh God. I just want it to be cool.
Come on, Rowan.
I'm gonna have Rowan, as he's running past, grab onto like the back of his neck and pull him close, almost in like a hug, and she's going to allow Rasmus to finish him off.
So you're going to attempt a grapple then. All right. First of all, let's go ahead and roll to hit. So you reach out, you try to snatch him as he runs by.
I'm gonna use the other
please.
3 of those things, but
Heck yes. Please. Come on, Hob.
18.
Hobby Bobby.
Okay. All right. Now I need to make a CMD check for him. Hold on one second. So you do manage to get your hands on him, but as you try to grapple him, of course, he is desperately trying to get away.
No. Come on, John.
And so,
Come on.
thank you, Wandering Endlessly, for the sub. Thank you, 491 Phantom, for the gift. And
Come on.
don't you love it when the dice support the rule of cool? You're too enormously strong for him. As he goes running past, you reach out to grapple him. You do, in fact, grapple him, and you pull him close, your claws giving you strong purchase against the leather that he wears, as Rasmus steps forward. Go ahead.
I want to grab him, and I'm going to grab onto his arms, and I'm going to force him to bare his chest to Rasmus.
All right. Trembling, you pull his arms apart, and I will say that it is difficult, Rasmus. You're having a hard time even looking. The glare coming from this burst that came off of Anaho makes it difficult to see, but you can roll to hit.
Blind sight. Within 10 feet.
Let's go!
His eyes closed.
Then he is prone. Go ahead and roll but I mean, you don't really have to roll to hit. This is just don't do something dumb.
Okay, that's.
We let him go.
we tell him to go free. I was going to use
Give him a kiss.
my last 3, just to kind of add to this cool moment.
Okay.
Burnham, thank you so much to everyone who's given this, and he's going to use his Bane on this. But that's going to be a 26 to hit.
All right. Tell me what it looks like.
Sorry, 25. But because he said he had sheathed his sword, and so he's going to move forward, and in a flourish, he's going to unsheath the sword with the back of his hand and slice the front of the neck off of the drow so that he's like nearly headless Nick. and just will turn and spin in a single motion with the slash of blood crystallizing and freezing in the air with the blades rotation as a burst of red and black flame erupt, almost melting the blood, but also still crystallizing it. As then he stops his motion and just smiles at Rowan.
Rowan lets out like a guttural like, and she like just tosses the body to the side.
And the body is tossed unceremoniously, skitters, leaving a red streak through the snow. And with that, you turn and you see the light slowly begin to fade from Anaho. Anaho, you stand blinking uncertainly. Whatever has just occurred, you're still having trouble getting your sense of bearings. You see the signs of carnage all around you. You see Rizia backing away from the bough of a tree covered with snow that has fallen all over her shoulders, rubbing her forehead. And with that, we will go to our one and only break tonight. Don't leave us. When we come back, we're doing the first of the drawing for the giveaway. We'll do 2 more before the end of the night tonight. We also have a $100 gift card to give away from Troll Lord Games. All that's going to come here on the back hour of the stream, actually back 45 minutes of the stream. We have to end on time tonight because folks have Christmas stuff to do. So this giveaway is happening tonight. The $100 Troll Lord gift card giveaway is happening tonight. We're going to have a super quick 3-minute break. Don't go far. Blue Box will be right back. Let's go!
Rory, can I just
Thank
say
you, Mad Chatters.
phenomenally well.
Rory.
You are killing it tonight.
Rory,
Killing it.
Val, like...
All your.
Well, Rory, actually, somebody made this observation for me, and it's true. Rory was always a good role player. Anyone that saw him play Gimbal, he was really good with that.
Incredible.
But since Rory has started DMing, his role play as a player has gotten so much better, and you have been killing it. We will be right back. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the compliments in the chat. Keep them coming. We like it. We're vain. Especially Josh.
Yeah.
Josh is a struggling actor. He needs all of it.
Bro.
I got actually.
No, they don't.
Gosh,
That sucks. Ooh, they
that
kind
was
of do.
wild.
There you go.
A little bit.
Go pee, everyone. Yes.
Gosh. I've never used bits up that quickly in my entire 100 episodes.
You've never what?
I've never used up bits that quickly.
Oh,
in
yeah.
all of
we
my
used
100
them up quick, didn't we?
episodes. Gosh. I'm going to stay here so you guys have a friend to talk to. Now, how's it going, everybody? My name is Joshua Blake, and I'm here to, be here and be a little buddy for you guys in the springtime. I hope you guys are feeling welcome, wanted, and needed here at our chat, as we're grateful to have you. Boba King, just let it happen. It's okay. Dark Elf Twilight, it is horrible. I hate playing 2 characters, especially when one almost dies. Twice now. Yes, this is Josh Ross, here painting a nice picture with you guys. The strangest Mr. Rogers neighborhood episode. Yeah, so here we are with a cute little blue dragon. We're gonna paint him a friend. The dead bodies all around him and his horde. That's some good times if you know what I'm talking about. All right, and the skulls surrounding, we're gonna paint some nice little black dots and aging abilities. Oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah. It's a blanket that Becca made me.
That's amazing. Is it heated or is it just a blanket?
It's a crocheted blanket.
Gotcha. I saw the wire and then realized as I was saying it that the wire was to your headset, not to the blanket. Happy little trees and dead bodies. Exactly. Tea time with Taryn. No, I was just doing some
just reading
ASMR.
the comments. Yes.
Yeah.
ASMR?
It's, with
Isn't that a race?
shut up. Talking. Honestly, if anyone ever paid me to do something like that, I totally would do it. Just read like now.
It's called audiobooks.
As you shut up. As you look. Bro, I don't know how to get into audiobooks. That's my hardest thing. Honestly, like
Hit play. And what I've noticed, if you're talking about listening to them, sometimes upping the speed to like 1.1, 1.3. I've listened up to books up to 2.
You're welcome to Zohan001.
And it sometimes changes like that, because sometimes they read like this and it's really not very entertaining. But when you increase the speed, it changes it to like this, and it's absolutely entertaining.
I've been listening through the Throne of Glass series right now, and I'm on book like 3 or 4.
All right, we're coming back.
No.
Yes, we are.
Oh gosh, wow.
We'll give Hob just a moment. So, hey, for everybody that's watching tonight, let's go back to the screen here.
Back up to 91.
Thank you so much for joining us for Greyhawk Awakening Book 2. This is episode, I think, 43 of Book 2, but 100 of Greyhawk Awakening overall. We are celebrating tonight, and we're celebrating with all of you. I want to say thank you again so much to all of you who have supported us, the cheers, the bits, the chat, the encouragement. It's been incredible tonight. You do notice we are a man down tonight. We are missing Vivi. Vivi, she messaged earlier, if you weren't with us at the beginning of the stream, she had a horrible migraine all day long, the kind where you lay in a dark room, and she messaged us. She deeply regrets not being here. You all know she's a trooper. She will be here even when she's working graveyard shifts later that night. She just could not be here. So please keep Vivi in your thoughts, and she will be back with us. There will be no Greyhawk Awakening next week. It's the 27th, so it's 2 days after Christmas, and we have several of us that are traveling for Christmas, but then we'll be back that first Tuesday in the new year, and you're going to be seeing the interlude to Book 1 concluding, resuming, the interlude concluding, Book 1 resuming. Book 2 will not be over. If you're not familiar with the story, there's going to be 3 books that are interwoven, and depending on what the players do, I might even see a 4th book getting in there now, because that's changed a bit with some of their choices. But thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. All right, time to do our first addition to the giveaway tonight, which is the grand prize is the 1983 box set glossography, and the first additional entrant, and I say first additional is because we've already done 3. And Manda, if you would, once I roll this, put the names of everyone that's in the giveaway so far, because we're going to roll a couple more later. All right, so the additional entrant tonight, the first one is GDTRFB 1995. Been following since April of this year. And so if you didn't win, don't worry. There's going to be at least 2 more chances. So I'm going to refresh this. Hold on. Let me refresh it, start it all over again. And hold on, keyword. And let me pop the keyword in before you type anything. I have to have it in there. All right, so it is once again 1983 in the chat, and we'll do another, and Amanda's going to pop up everybody that's in it. We'll have that, and then we have a $100 gift card from Troll Lord Games that we're going to do in a moment, and that's all going to happen in the next 35, 40 minutes. All right, quickly. We have one question to ask you tonight. If you're watching the show right now, and there are a lot of you watching, thank you so much. We're at 95. We hit 100. The Dino shirt comes out. If you're watching right now and you haven't followed, if you're a follower and you haven't subbed, or if you're a sub and your sub has expired and you have not resubbed, we have one question for you tonight here at Blue Box. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub. We appreciate all the support we get from our incredible fans, and we like growing the community because we like telling great stories and letting everyone else enjoy them. And you guys make it so much more fun when we get to play with all of you. So go ahead and type that 1983 in the chat, and now we're going to resume Greyhawk Awakening Session 100. Party. All goes still. The gurgling sound of blood in the snow and the wind biting through the Raker Mountains, casting flurries of snow all around you. Anaho stands, the illumination slowly fading from his form, but it is easy to see there's something different about Anaho the moment you lay eyes on him. Even without the illumination, the physical illumination, there is a radiance to him as he steps into the light, and the wan sun that manages to make its way through the clouds lightens his brow. Rowan Wolf, you can choose to stay in this form. You have complete control at this moment, but it is becoming exhausting. So you can remain in this form, or you can resume your own form.
There's no immediate threat anymore, right? Everyone's gone dead.
That's right.
Nice. I'm going to D4.
Okay. All right.
Good look.
And there is a way to morph in Tailspire, but for some reason my morph wasn't working earlier, so I'm just going to.
I'm going to smack Josh right on the butt.
And
as Anaho kind of feet touch the ground, light burns the mage. Rasmus cuts through the neck of the dual wielder. Val comes up kind of behind Anaho, and Rizzy is standing there, her axe just kind of in one hand. She smiles, looking down at Anaho. I'm glad you're safe. As her eyes will roll back and she falls down, going unconscious.
I'll immediately run over to her. Kneel down by her shoulder, her arm, specifically on the side that the sigil was on.
okay.
And I want to do two things. First, I want to check, like a heal check, or just see if she's still breathing, basically. I want to see if she's okay, if she's stabilized, basically.
Go ahead, Josh. I mean, that's not hard for him to tell.
As you reach out, you can see the burns on her right and upper left side are so bad.
All right, you guys continue the role play. I'll be right back. I gotta go put on a different shirt.
Put on the
We're at
shirt.
102. I'll be right back.
Thinking that.
John, just take off the shirt. That'll
Do it on
get the
stream.
views.
Stream.
Do it on stream. Strip.
Yeah.
As you
See
move
them.
up beside Rizia and Val, you would easily see this as well. Everyone sees this. But she falls backward. Anaho, you slide up alongside her, and she is barely breathing. She is unconscious.
Does she have any open wounds, or is
Yes.
it all burned?
Well,
Oh, from the swords, huh?
yeah, open wounds from the swords.
Okay. So the second part of what I want to do, I need John here. So
No, I'm right here. Tell it to me, baby.
as I see the wounds, the burns, all this stuff,
Yeah.
this damage caused to her, she was, unbeknownst to me, attacking the mage and whatnot. I'll just look up and look around. Rasmus, I know you've done healing, so I'll just look to you and go, Rasmus, I need you here quick. She seems to be bleeding out. I don't know if I can stop it.
All right, Rasmus, what do you do to when Naho says this? Oh gosh, John. Rasmus will look over towards Naho and look up towards Rowan, over to Val, and see they're both bloodied and kind of messed up. No, please tell me more about that. Would you like to role play that for me? Yeah, sure.
Man, that shirt.
It's a good shirt.
Very becoming.
Rasmus will run over to where Rizia is and kind of put his hand along the sides of her head, checking her breathing as well. And then we'll use another cure moderate wounds on her.
Okay.
So that's Snow White is 2.
All right. Yes. So for those of you that don't know, I love dinosaurs. I don't like them in my D&D. Because I don't like them in my D&D, my players and my fans are always putting them on me. I get gifts like this. I get all kinds of stuff, and I have to wear this shirt anytime we hit 100. So thank you so much. All right. So for sake of time, we've had a lengthy combat, and we do have to be done on time tonight. So I'm going to ask you guys to accelerate whatever happens here. We're going to move and allow you guys to have time to camp out. Although it's been a short trek, it has been very slow and very arduous with how deep the snow is. So let's resolve whatever you're doing here in this point, and then we'll advance the story as appropriate.
Just because it's quick, Rowan is going to be looting the bodies for clothing and other valuables. If there is gold, rings, nice daggers, or how Rory likes to say, daggers. Like anything of value, she will be taking all of it.
Okay. I will give you everything that you recover off of them after the stream.
Amazing.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
However, Anaho, you would know what to tell her will happen to the weapons and armor when sunlight hits them.
I would know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would know, huh? Yeah.
What happened?
So go, Anaho. You might want to speak up. You might want to speak up, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
I touch
okay.
it.
Yeah, no, I let you know as I see you digging through everything as Rasmus is healing Rizia, as I'm still kneeling by her side, and I see you picking up the different weapons and different items that, when exposed to the sun, especially for lengths of time, they become less effective.
Yeah, they will essentially, over time, they will disintegrate.
How fast?
Depends.
On.
The creation, they don't. It's just best to keep them. Use them at night. Use them in the dark, or give them to me. I'll take them. Gold is gold, though. So if you find gold.
Okay, so these weapons are not worth my time, is what we're saying. Really, they can only be used at night. At, like,
or underground, but exposure to sunlight, they will be destroyed.
That'd be pretty sick.
Okay,
They are usually pretty good, though. So I mean,
she'll take one then, because there was the dual wielder. She'll take one.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Nightblade.
Ooh, I'll never use it.
and as Rasmus is healing, the one other thing that Anaho wanted to do, as he was going through this whole change, he was very conscious of what he was saying and eradicating all evil, and in this hurry to see if she's okay, he wants to check the sigil on her hand and see if that is still there.
Yes, so as you look at it, the sigil is still there, and you can see it's getting close to halfway down. And of course, that means Rowan's is much, much further.
Even further.
Yes.
We need to hurry, everyone. Rasmus, if you can hurry up. I don't know how long, if you can make things like that go faster, but we need to get moving quick.
Put a Band-Aid on it, Erasmus. Let's go.
I need at least 2 more minutes.
Okay.
As he finishes with the 1 moderate healing for Rizia. Sorry, what, Rory?
Nope, go ahead.
Okay. He's then going to go over to the bodies of the Drider and the dual wielder.
Okay.
To finally do Eatson, because as I look back, I cannot actually do it as a swift action.
Right. Okay.
So he will go by and do the full minute to listen, and then go to the dual wielder and listen, and he'll break off a piece of tack and eat it as he listens to their stories.
And you feel the transference of their memories and their stories, and there is darkness in these stories. It's almost like an oil slick on your soul as you imbibe them. The emotion is very strong. It will take you several minutes to sort of sit and meditate on them. You can
send that to me later, so
Okay.
we don't have to bog down time.
Sure. All right. Anything else you guys are doing before you continue on?
You would probably notice that Val is very slow to move. He's real messed up. So if there's time for healing before we move on, that might be a good thing for Val. He's not doing very well right now.
Can I say that because Rowan, it wouldn't take forever for Rowan to look through the dual wielders stuff. He found the sword, took a sword, whatever, money, things like that. Would she be able to, after that, go and help Val at least to his feet?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. She won't say anything. She's not expecting anything from him at all. She's just offering her help to get him up closer to Rasmus.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
If he allows it. I'm not going to force him to. I know he has feelings.
Val accepts the help, but at the same time, he's very hesitant, and I think you can tell that he doesn't trust you, because whereas before you were meeting it as an intent of help and stuff, you were still leering down over him, and before that you had tried to attack him. So like,
Yeah, he's probably like rigid.
yeah, he's like,
Sexy.
Yeah, like at a certain point, I imagine him like kind of like walking off, like, and she just kind of like lets him finish the last final steps, and then she'll just go back to loot the rest if she can, see if she can get anything from the Drider as well, and then that's it.
Everything.
Okay.
Everything.
I know.
Everything.
Everything. Just get everything. It's going to
Just
take
like-
me a few minutes to meditate and everything.
now
Just
he'll-
like, don't worry about me, just loot the bodies.
Yeah, seriously. Like,
And Anaho will help, once that's all happening, Anaho will help Rowan loot the bodies,
Rowan lifts
especially
up a dry
defining
leg
kind of emblems, any kind of sigils, anything that represents where they're from, and draw specific information.
Okay.
To just kind of get an idea of why they were sent, who sent them in, that kind of thing. But ultimately just helping Rowan as the rest of this happens. That's the rest of what Anahu is doing.
Okay. All of that will be done and will be recorded in Discord. I'm going to go ahead and do the next entry into the giveaway. Did Manda put up those folks that were already in it? I don't know if I saw that, Manda, if you would. Let's go ahead and let's do one more for 1983. There's still time. We'll do one more after this as well. So I believe we should have a total of 6 names in total. 1983. And I'm going to go ahead and roll it now. The next entrant in the box set giveaway is
Rory.
Josh, NPC Voices. Okay. I do allow the players to enter into this, so
You can
No
roll
way,
for
I
someone
should've
else.
done it.
no, it's okay, Josh. I'm not gonna. No,
'cause
no.
If I win it, that's just weird.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Like, I love
okay.
it. I would love to get the box set, but it's
Well, then maybe
for the
someone who wins it will
watchers.
gift it to you. Let's just see. All right, so I'll roll again, if you insist. Lord Forth.
Lord
All right, so you are entered in the giveaway. So, Amanda, if you would, in that little pinny thing up there, give us the names of everyone from the previous games and from tonight that's in the giveaway. And I'm going to refresh it. We're going to do one more. There it is right there. So if you see your name up there, Adam JR, Forge and Furos, Tracy, GTR FRB, Lord Forth, the 4 of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you are already in. We're going to do one more. Don't type it yet. Let me get the giveaway name in because I'm not sure it picks up on the Nightbot if you do that. And all right, so one more time for 1983. Type it in there, and we're going to do that and the Troll Lord gift card game here in the next few minutes. Party, you loot the drow. You gather everything that you can, including their stories, as the communion happens and Rasmus does this strange thing that you have seen him do before. As you trudge further up the mountain, though again it was small distance, you can now see up ahead the very, very pinnacle of the Rakers. As darkness begins to fall, you stare up at a Gothic castle, spires that claw like talons toward the sky, gray stone ominously hovering above you, ancient in construction, looking utterly desolate, snow-capped parapets with no sign of movement, but you do see some glowing in certain windows. There's clearly something inhabiting this place. But as you look up at it against the night sky, to call this foreboding would be a matter of the grossest understatement. As you see Shade Wall, looks like it's probably still several hours travel ahead of you just to get up these craggly slopes. And so you bed down in the snow, weary, battered, beaten, struggling, and also confused. While Rowan has regained her normal level of awareness, the strange behavior of the night before has not left your minds. And as Anaho beds down and unfurls his bedroll, there is a sense of peace but strangeness about him. In a few moments, you have a crackling fire that is warming you against the cold Raker night. And even as the blaze casts off sparks and gives warmth, you stare across one another in the snow with Shade Wall looming above you.
The clothing that I got from the drow, does it fit well?
No, it's
I would
very
have since put it on.
it's very loose on you, but you still have, again, that white cloak. It just kind of falls away every time. The one you got from the merchants, it doesn't tear because it's not. So you're always able to pull that back over you.
Okay, and then I know that you said you would send it to me, but like, did I find coin on these bodies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess as we're all kind of like sitting down and everyone's kind of getting situated, Rowan is going to make her way over to Val's area and not say anything, maybe kind of like doing it almost sneakily. The money that she had collected from these drow and even a little bit of her own, she kind of puts it near either his pack or where he's going to be sleeping, and just leave it there, and then kind of like, again, very sneakily just kind of make her way back over into her area to kind of start getting her bed unrolled.
Does he see any of this? Does he know this is happening?
I'll roll for sneaky.
And can I roll for perception? Because
Crap.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Wait, hold on. 14.
So I'm rolling for perception, right? I rolled a 17. I have a plus 12.
Yeah, you. Yeah. His
Kind of like walking past and going.
You see the dungeon master.
Rowan's efforts at stealth are laughable.
That's amazing.
Do you like look at her? She's kind of like, you like see her, and she's just kind of like, hey. A peace offering.
You keep your peace. I do not need any charity from you.
It's not charity. And she'll walk away. It's a gift.
So right
And
now,
she'll begin to unroll her bed.
Val does not trust Rowan. Like, that friendship has been like broken almost. Like, he cares for her and doesn't want her anything to happen, but he's just like, no, because he did not steal this. He did not earn this. This is not his. Like, he's very weird, right? So he'll like steal, but at the same time, nah. Like, this doesn't fly. No one just gives no. So he'll be adamant about this, and he'll get up and he'll take it and he'll go put it back at her area.
Val, I don't want it. I told you it was.
And
what is wrong with you? Val, this is a gift.
What is wrong with me? What is wrong with you? We're supposed to be friends, and you've almost killed me several times.
You act like that hasn't happened before. Before this. Before them. Why all of a sudden when we meet these new people and your life is at risk because of me, that you're different?
How am I different? You've never tried to kill me before this.
You've always had wolfbane on you.
This was different.
How? How is that time different than any of the other times that I've been so close to you?
Because you've never turned on me before. No matter what we've been through, I was able to help you, to assist you, to bring you back. You've never once came after me. You were supposed to be my friend, my person, who always had my back no matter what. The one person I thought I could rely on, the one person I thought I could trust. Out of everyone. How am I supposed to do that now? I'm alone again.
Val, I didn't mean it like that.
It doesn't matter what you meant. What it matters is I have no one now. No one who I can really, truly call my friend. This just confirms I'm on my own.
Ugh. She wouldn't even know what to say.
He won't accept it. Like, you after him, doesn't matter. He'll, like, no.
we're not in a huge space, so we're all just kind of.
Oh, yeah, everybody here. Yeah, this is very awkward. Like everyone's hearing this, and I get the feeling like this is not just Rowan. I think Hob is stunned and does not respond.
So sad.
No, Hob's in the fields right now. I can.
Val goes over to his bedroll and just kind of bundles up and rolls over and just. I think everyone gets the tone that he doesn't want to be talked to right now, but internally Val is reliving when he left home, when he had to leave his mother, when he had to go on into this world alone because he was a burden. He's now alone and he has no one and he has to fend for himself. And he's alone again. He thought he had someone, he thought he had a mother figure again, someone to care for him. And she left him as well.
Oh God.
That's brutal.
Well, like when Val turns, Rowan just holds all the gold in her hand, just holds it so tight. And she looks at everyone and she sees the awkwardness. She sees everyone just kind of and she just turns and she'll walk out of the campsite. She's not going to walk far, but she's going to get some distance out of the campsite just to cool down. And she might cry a little, just a little. Should I go cry a little?
You hear just a gentle weeping as she kind of ambles off into the night. The emotion strong enough, she even sort of wavers a bit in her gait. And she doesn't go far, but you just kind of see her vanish behind one of the trees, leaving the four of you staring around the fire.
Rasmus will look over to Anaho and over at Rizia. Well, that was some bullshit. Do either one of you need some healing?
I don't know how inaccurate that was, what just happened. But if you mean what was a bunch of garbage is that she did not offer the gold to us.
I mean, that was a part of it, but
Yes.
yeah.
But as far as the healing goes, I will not deny it. I'm actually feeling, as much as I don't know how to explain this, Rasmus, but as much as I feel freed from that past, a part of me feels like a thorn has been placed. Like I am less, I don't mean to laugh at this moment, but the less of a, like some of my being is gone. I could definitely use the healing if that is something you are capable of right now.
And he's going to move over.
But Rasmus, if healing me will hinder Rizia, she looks much worse off than me.
She always looks much worse off than you. And he'll
Yeah, I
lean
know what you
over at
mean. She
Rizia.
kind of, good joke there.
And he'll move across the fire, and he's doesn't have his armor on, doesn't have his weapon on him. And he'll reach over and put his head down to Anaho, just kind of patting him on the neck and put his forehead to his forehead. I'm proud of you, big brother. And he will put his hand on his shoulder and his left hand on his cheek. And he'll use a cure light wounds because that's all he's got left at this point. And you see with every time his skin gets paler and more sickly, but he still keeps that weak smile and those deep bags under the eyes. Do you need any more?
I don't know how much you give me just now.
Do you need any more? Oof, you are going to need
Still
more.
time. Type exclamation point 1983 in the chat. That'll be our final entrant for the box set, and then we'll do the $100 gift card giveaway for Troll Lord Games. Thank you, Chuck and
That's
Steven.
all these 6 points of healing.
You know, I do feel like I am still lacking, and I look around, there are others in more need than myself. I have lived long enough looking out for myself. I have come to learn from Rizia. As I point to her and look at her, that this, and I point to everyone, even Rowan off in the distance, this is what is called a family. And we leave no one behind. So go heal them. I will be okay. And I hope you have found what you were looking for with those drow. I remember the day you came to us. Go heal them.
Sadly, I do not think any of them were the hunt that I was looking for.
There are plenty more, and I will help.
And they will definitely come for you. As he will stand up and weakly move over to Rizia, as then he will use his last however many spells on her.
All right, now remember, you're taking
Yes,
those.
I know.
Okay,
I
so
know.
all of you see, Rasmus, since this bonding that he had with Rasputin, he's appeared more lithe and stronger, and yet every time that he heals, it seems to sap him of some vital essence, and he grows weaker and weaker, much as you saw him when he first entered Last Chance and he passed out. But it seems to be even stronger now. Whenever he heals, he seems to give something of himself.
Oof. Okay, let me use 2 more of those cure those wounds. Oop, that's minus another 4. Yeah, he's not doing great. Yeah, he just kind of that may need to be it for tonight.
All right, and you see he wavers back and forth like he's struggling to maintain his balance. And as the 4 of you sit around the fire, Rowan, how long do you remain away?
It wouldn't be too long. I think Rowan already felt very uncomfortable that she made everybody else uncomfortable with that whole kerfuffle. So she'll kind of Shirley went to cry, get herself together, and she's gonna come back. And when she comes back, it's almost as if nothing had ever happened. Completely fine. She'll toss her coin down near her bedroll.
All right, anyone have a final comment?
Does Rowan look hurt?
I don't think so.
Emotionally.
No physical.
Yeah.
Emotional.
No physical, but you can still see the sockets of her eyes are hollowed out. Remember, she did not sleep at all the night before, just repeating those words over and over and over again. She looks exhausted, but no physical damage.
She's got that she got a big smile on her face though. Smile through the pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll do one last thing. Rowan, come here.
She'll go.
This will be helpful if ever you need it. And he'll pull out a vial of water, and he puts it to his lips, his forehead, and then it glows slightly as he hands it into her hand. That is holy water, freshly blessed, straight out of the oven. I feel like you will know when to use it.
To be fair, Father, I'm not religious.
To be fair, doggy, you don't have to be religious to call out the demons around you, and to know that you are not without friends. As he'll wink and pat her calf as he's laying in bed.
Bravo, bravo. As the party now sees the quarry that they have so long sought within eyeshot, the looming shade wall staring down at you ominously, you have the distinct impression of being watched. The raker wind is gone beyond cold. You are so accustomed to feeling numb now. Even with the fire in front of you, you can't remember what it's like to be warm. Each of you nursing different wounds, some within, some without. This is where we end Greyhawk Awakening. Session
so
100. Bravo, bravo, bravo! You guys were absolutely awesome.
before the end of next
Yeah.
session, do we get a full long rest?
Yes, you're gonna have a full long. Well, unless there's a wandering encounter, I have to do random encounter roll. But all right, so we have to. We have to hurry. We have to hurry because I know we got people that have to go. So we're gonna do one more roll for the box set Glossography 1983. Then and don't leave because as they start telling you about Stream MVP, and we're getting ready to roll for this, we're going to kick off another giveaway for the Troll Lord Games $100 gift card. So there's two huge giveaways here in the next 8 minutes. And Becca and Rory, you guys, you can bounce whenever you need to. So if we go a couple minutes over, don't sweat it. You guys can go. All right, so quickly here, let's go to the chat. Type 19!1983. Thank you so much. One more John impression from Josh. Oh, the best D&D stream you've ever. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, it only gets better from here. We have great players. We have great stories. These stories are interwoven. It's 2023 is going to be amazing. Oh, that's the last announcement I need to make. Tomorrow night, our final. Well, no, we'll have one more LMA. I think I will be running next Wednesday, but we'll have LMA 100 tomorrow night as well. Coincidence that we hit both. I'm giving away this Dragon Magazine 100 pristine copy wrap. This is the original. It's got the embossing. This is embossed, this blue dragon and the logo. This is the original 100th edition of Dragon Magazine. That will be given away tomorrow night. Don't think we do these kind of giveaways every time. It is our 100th sessions. Tomorrow night, we will be doing a special LMA. It'll be a conversation with our chatters celebrating what we accomplished in 2022. We'll look at the stats that we have from Twitch and then planning for the cool stuff in 2023, including Blue Box Con. So we'll be talking about all that tomorrow night. Okay, I'm going to call it off now. We're going to go ahead and roll it. The last entrant. I'll give you 5 more seconds. 1983 in the chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, the last entrant in is Natasha. You made it in there. Barely made it. Here we go. The roll is. Why is it saying there? Okay, hold on. I have to click everybody eligible. While I'm doing this, go ahead and let's start. Why should you be Stream MVP? It does this every once in a while where I have to click all the eligible people.
Stream MVP.
Let's start with Anaho and Valfino because they're going to have to go. Valfino, tell us why you should be Stream MVP tonight.
Well, you see, there was that sick move where he, deflected and then got stuck underneath the Spidey butt. As ineffective as that was, it was still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think really anyone else on the team could have pulled that off.
True.
Then there was, towards the end, there was that heart-to-heart. Maybe not heart-to-heart, but...
I don't need you, Mom!
Thou wrenched out Rowan's heart and threw it to the side. We also got to see a little bit more into Val. I know it was a quick opening up, but
no, I loved it.
Val is starting to become a little bit more of a person, I think, instead of just, you see this maybe kind of chauvinistic and conceited outer shell of flirting with women. Nothing really matters. Yes, there's friendship there, but we don't really know Val. And today that started to come out a little bit more with, he's got his mommy issues, he's abandoned, he's on his own, and he has no one anymore. So even though he takes such pride in his friendships and he'll do everything for them, he still puts up a front. People don't know him. He still feels alone. So.
Wow, that's tough. All right, and you will be rolling for Amanda. So Mr. Slothman is the final entrant. Don't leave. We're going to do our $100 gift card giveaway for Troll Lord in a second here. Mr. Slothman, just let us know in the chat that you're here. Amanda, if you'll pop the names up one more time, I'm just going to go off the ones I remember. So you're going to have Lord Fourth, and you can go ahead and roll for him, Rachel, if you need to, and then just Discord me or give me the number actually, and I'll jot it down. So if you
just call her Rachel?
You just called me Rachel.
Did I call you Rachel?
Yeah. Who is Rachel?
Rachel is my player on Sunday.
I'm calling you Jonathan.
Becca. Sorry, Becca.
Also, guys, my phone has 4%. We got to make this quick.
Okay, we are going to make it quick. All right, so go ahead and make your roll. Is Mr. Slothman? Yeah, he is. All right, so everybody's got to be here.
It was an 18.
An 18 for Mr. Slothman. Okay, that's very strong. All right, while we do that, Rory, why should you be Stream MVP? And I'm going to kick off the Troll Lord Games giveaway.
Did I just say no?
Yeah.
I'd say
Yes.
the whole RP, glowy RP with the interaction with Paylor, and taking on and accepting the mini paladin, the pain endured by the loss. Man, that took a hit on me. So the kind of that interaction, and then afterwards, the turning of the fight, if I may say, but taking out 2 drow, assisting, did something for that fight.
Yep.
But really, just all that RP with Paylor, and the RP with then the other PCs after that with Rizia, and here with at the campfire.
All right, outstanding. You will roll for Forger on Furio. Forger on Furio.
Follower.
And yes, and a sub, I believe, as well. And by the way, you type !troll in the chat for the $100 gift card. All right, what do you got, Rory?
17.
Oh, by 1. All right, don't leave, Forger. You can still enter in the Troll Lord giveaway. And you guys can go whenever you need to. Let's go to you, Rowan. Why should you be Stream MVP?
Well, if you come to Blue Box and you come to Greyhawk, you can always count on Rowan to deliver the drama. She's got plenty of it, and we keep it interesting here.
True.
That's all I got to say about that.
Well, and the fantastic Rowan Wolf picking up the spider and throwing it, tossing the
That is true.
trying to reconcile with getting rejected by Valfino, walking away crying, and we can actually see Becca. Becca actually hurt you. I could see it. There were tears in your eyes. You were hurting. You were hurting.
I love him.
All right.
So much.
All right.
Had that conversation.
So you're gonna be rolling for GDTRFB, and go ahead and give us the roll.
GDRFB. This
Yes.
is for you.
Becca, your
Yeah,
Italian
that is for
came
you.
out.
That's a 10.
A 10.
Because I can't see.
Okay, all right, Mr. Sloth, you are still in the lead. Now let's go to you, Josh. Why should Rasmus be Stream MVP?
Rasmus is just trying to heal people and get secrets and keep this burning family together. That's about it. He got a nat 20 tonight, which was awesome.
Yeah,
Got to
big
kill
old
the
crit.
Rider.
Yep.
And then with Rowan's help, was able to kill the dual wielder and heal people and stuff.
Okay.
And
All right.
Yeah. Wait, is it 1 roll or 2?
No, he's a sub, so you roll 2.
Oh, was I supposed to roll 2?
Yeah, GDTR. Yeah, so roll a second one because GDTRB is a sub.
Barry.
Yeah. And while she's rolling, you go ahead and roll, Josh.
You said.
And now the poll will go up. And so that means you're going to roll for Jerry. That's Adam JR. You've got Adam JR. Josh. And then I'm going to I've got Tracy and Lord Forth. They will be the ones I roll for. What is your second roll there, Hob?
GDTRFB, whatever.
Yeah.
13.
Okay, still not
Sorry,
enough.
my man.
All right, your roll, Josh. Stream MVP will go up any moment now.
That is an 18 and a 14.
There it is. Oh, you got an 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jerry has tied Mr. Sloth with an 18, and let's get our
And that was on
celebratory.
the same die that rolled the 2 nat 20s.
That is absolutely fantastic. All right, so
Send it to
then
me.
now I'm going to go. You can vote for Stream MVP up there in that top right-hand corner, so please do that.
Can't decide.
And
It's either Valor or not.
let me kill that.
I know who I voted for.
All right, and go ahead and vote. There's plenty of time for you to vote. And now I'm going to roll first for
Y'all
Tracy.
Stop voting for Rasmus. What the freak are y'all doing?
Stop it.
Oh,
Y'all
yes.
should vote
You-
for Naho. Let's see if we can get him Stream MVP 3 weeks. in a row.
No.
All right, Tracy, the DM has. That's an 8 on that one and a 7. I'm sorry, Tracy, did not get that one done.
It was a
And then let's go, Lord Forth. Here we go, my friend.
Come on, Valfino. Yeah,
That's a 14.
Valfino. We still have 97 people watching. Come on, guys. Vote.
I cannot tell a lie. I got a nat 20. It's good to have the DM roll for
I'm
you.
gonna recount.
No, it is true. So, Lord Forth, my friend, you are the winner. Long long-time Blue Box friend and follower. I have all of your mailing information. Unless you've moved, you don't have to send it to me. You have won the Greyhawk World Greyhawk box set glossography, and we'll get this out to you. There's still time for all of you. Type !troll in the chat. We'll give that $100 gift card away, and then we'll wrap up tonight. The stream MVP vote is, let's see it. Oh, you still have it's very close. Anaho and Rowan. Valfino not far behind. This is close. 15-14. Upper right-hand corner vote. They get 1,000 experience points. Oh, wait a minute. No, you guys are up at level. No.
Yeah,
no.
It should be 2,000.
You're getting 2,000 experience points.
Was it supposed to be 2,000 last time?
No, I switched to this time. This time. I'm upping it now.
Okay, come on, guys.
Session 100 levels. It's 2,000 experience points.
Where's
Rowan takes the lead. It's 17-15. Oh,
I've been making a bunch.
there's still time to vote.
Valfino and Anaho so hard in this episode.
Upper right-hand corner, don't miss it.
now-
Join us tomorrow night for Lore Master Arcanum 100. We'll give away Dragon Magazine 100. We'll talk about our great year this year. We'll do planning for next year. We'll talk Blue Box Con. If you're watching right now and you haven't followed, if you're a follower, you haven't subbed, if you're a sub and your sub is expired, we have one question for you tonight. What are you doing? Give us a follow, give us a sub, and Rowan is stream MVP.
Going for?
Because they saw you crying, Hob. You had tears in your eyes.
They're like,
Everyone saw
Fair.
the rejection. You had tears in your eyes. It was.
Do not take rejection.
All right. So the winner of the Troll Lord gift card. We'll see you tomorrow night. Don't miss it. 5:30 tomorrow night for our Blue Box celebration. And the winner of the $100 Troll Lord. Thank you, Chuck. The winner is Dark Elf Twilight. Let's go. Congratulations, my friend. I want to say thank you to all the Mad Chatters. Thank you to all the players. You guys were incredible. Thank you to everyone that has made 100 episodes of Greyhawk Awakening possible. Do not miss what we have planned for 2023. More Book 1, more Book 2, and the launch of Book 3, all going on at the same time. Here at Blue Box, it's going to be utter madness. And now we're going to go ahead and kick off our raid. Thank you for everyone also that popped all the kind sentiments in the chat. Your feedback does mean a lot to us. I joked about Josh, being a starving actor. He's actually a very successful actor, and he really appreciates the support that he gets. So as we get ready to raid our friends at the Heroes of Greyhawk, good folks over there, please hang out. Just say hi to them from Blue Box as we raid. And as we wrap this up tonight, on behalf of all of our friends, all of our fans, and all of our players, from the bottom of our hearts, we love you here at Blue Box. We appreciate you, and thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for giving us a great 2022. Those of you that can join me tomorrow, please do. I know thank you again to Becca and Rory, who stayed a little bit late. Keep Vivian your thoughts, and Blue Box signing out.
Off.